Opie is here, and his show starts now.
All right, there you go. It's not that long of a song, Lionel. Lionel thought we were playing the whole album by the Doors. Waiting for the Sun. We got Lionel from Lionel Nation. We got the Mad Cuban
from New Jersey,
who's already telling us about salsa and Cuban sandwiches,
Cuban gardens,
and what was the music?
What? Cha-cha-cha and rumba.
And rumba.
That's what's Cuban.
And we got Jerry Springer, of course.
Springer.
Yeah, how boring is he? Oh, that's me.
Jerry's sitting in for the entire show. We got Lionel for the next hour and a half.
Nice.
Carl, the Mad Cuban, will be here for a little while.
Oh, Lionel can't stay longer? What, you can't keep up with us young guys?
Whoa!
Let me tell you something, Springer. You listen good, okay?
Lionel's got TV. Look, he's dressed for TV.
I got to talk about
golden showers.
Well, wait a minute. Golden showers will come our way.
Tony Bennett.
Ethel Merman and Bert Lahr. A truncation.
Is that a real song?
No.
Oh, because we should have played that.
April showers.
Yeah, I know April showers.
Just humor him. But there was a...
How well do you know her?
Wear a long coat, nobody will notice.
Yeah.
But seriously, we have birthers, truthers,
right,
vaxxers, and now pissers. Apparently, and every pun you can imagine today, every paranomasiac running wild, figuring out the pun that is yet the golden rule. And by the way, may I just say something, and then I'm just going to back off.
It's impossible for you to back off, Mr. Lionel.
This has nothing to do with golden showers. Not only is the news reportage wrong, not only is the news fake, but it never happened in the fantasy contextualized within this. It's urolagnia, perhaps. And Jerry, you would know this better than anybody.
What the hell's that mean?
It might be something else.
I think he's talking about urine play.
Oh, urine play.
Right. I don't know which one that was.
You're in trouble. You're in the money. But this did not happen. So not only is this story, and I don't mean to jump ahead of you, fake, but even the headlines are fake.
So there's no doubt that this is all fake news. Jerry, fake news?
Well,
anything to this?
At this point, it doesn't matter because we'll find out either it's ultimately, no matter what we say now, we'll find out whether it's true or not at some point. And if it is true, I don't think it is. But if it is true, it's still not going to matter because it's Trump and nobody's going to be shocked by it.
Right.
So therefore it's not anything the Russians can hold over him for that. If it's anything to do with some sexual deviancy, it's not going to be something you can blackmail him with because everyone will say, well, yeah, that's Trump. Now, if there's some financial stuff that he did, some really criminal act that he did that they're holding over him, that could put American security in jeopardy because when you can blackmail the President of the United States, then you got a problem. But you can't blackmail the President of this coming President of the United States based on anything having to do with sexual activity because everyone will say, well, yeah, that's Trump.
And when it comes to, let me tell you something.
That was strong right there, Lionel.
Very strong. And when it comes to that which is salacious, licentious, scabrous, rude, crude, base, this is the expert witness. So for you to add your imprimatur, and I kid, of course, because I love you, what this man has done to this culture, we will never.
I apologize.
Stop it.
I think it all started with you.
I think
Jerry.
I begat Trump. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Jerry, when you started your political career, you were a lot like Trump, though, in Cincinnati, where you were the only liberal to run for city council ever.
I don't know if I certainly was the first one to become mayor, but I don't know if I was the only liberal. The only liberal.
The question was, were you the first liberal in Cincinnati?
He tried to pass a law that said that you couldn't, if you were in the Vietnam War.
My first day in.
Listen to this, it's crazy.
How old were you, Jerry?
26.
All right, 26 for reference.
26. My very first day in city council, literally the day I was sworn in. One of 9 council members citywide, and then I introduced an ordinance, my very first ordinance, which made it illegal for Cincinnati residents to serve in an undeclared war. This was 1971, and Congress had not declared war in terms of the Vietnamese War. And I knew that what could we do, but I wanted it to go to court, so then the courts would have to rule whether the war was constitutional. That's the reason I was doing it. Well, I was because it's such a conservative place, or it was then, I was just ripped first day. I'm saying Cincinnati residents cannot serve in the Vietnam War because it's undeclared. It's unconstitutional.
This is why.
What a start for your career.
See, you guys are missing it.
Yeah.
It's not whether the legitimacy of the war. It's whether you had any jurisdiction in the first place to do it. But that's one thing about Jerry Springer, because he says, I don't need your stinking rules. I don't need your constitution, your jurisprudence. God damn it, I'm Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
And what I do may not be right, may not be socially acceptable, but that's not the issue. That's why you're a rebel. You tone it down, Jerry. With the cardigan.
You could make an argument.
But you're a wild man.
Yeah.
You're a wild man.
Yeah. But
That's
you
a
know
nice
what?
cardigan. It's very Huxtable-like.
If a Cincinnati resident was going to be drafted, but based on the lottery, drafted to fight in this war, we would have standing. So it would go to court to answer your question about whether we have standing, whether it's constitutional. Any citizen can bring that up. We just did it as a city. By the way, the ordinance was defeated 8-1. So I wasn't going anywhere with it, but I wanted to make the point. This is an undeclared war. Stop taking our sons and daughters to fight and die in a war that Congress doesn't have the guts to declare.
Pythonic and pressure to thank you for that.
How many years did that follow you, Jerry Springer?
Oh, forever. I mean, I've always been, the lefty. But.
Lionel, let's get into this. So you don't think this is true whatsoever?
No.
I mean, the whole internet was really, really excited yesterday.
Yes.
And foaming.
The internet.
And I think
the day room at Creedmoor, they were jumping up and down. What does the internet mean?
I think even Trump supporters were a bit excited by this because it's such a crazy, over-the-top story.
Anyone that
the
says,
story of stories, as they're saying now.
Anyone that says it's true or it's not true, none of us have any information, so we don't know.
Right.
So let's not say with conviction it's not true. But what we do know is that high-level intelligence services have presented to this current president and the president-elect information that they have. It is important to let them investigate. We don't have to reach a conclusion. No one has to say, oh, Trump did it or Trump didn't do it. Just, we need to be quiet about it. They will investigate it if there is evidence. Because if it's true, to have a foreign power that is not exactly our friend, have the president of the United States in a position of blackmail is a threat to the security of the country.
Nobody cared about that when it was Bill Clinton, when they all knew about him, when he was on the phone,
But there was nothing, but there's nothing they could blackmail with him because it was out in the open.
No. When Bill Clinton was involved in the particular goings on, the dalliances with Monica Lewinsky, later on they said, you compromised this. But when I want you to read, and you would know this, Jerry, because you know a little bit of, we talk about libel and slander.
Yeah.
And we have this wonderful case called New York Times against Sullivan, and a lot of this may be moot because he's a president.
But by the way, I don't think this is true what they're saying with Trump. I don't think it's true, but
what did he do? He pissed on somebody?
Wow,
we don't know any of that.
Carl.
What the hell? What are you saying?
This is outrageous.
Were you working on your ceviches last night?
No, I've been watching the Opie replays. They're on YouTube. They're free.
What the hell? Basically, he was in Russia, maybe some Russian hookers, in a room that the Obamas stayed in.
Forget the salaciousness. The investigation.
Jerry doesn't want to hear the rest.
No.
Why are you cutting me off at the best part, Jerry?
Yeah. Jerry doesn't want to hear the rest.
You're making Jerry Springer sick. Think about it.
Well, Carl, I'm
help me
catching
out.
Carl up. So
I'm working all night.
So
I don't know.
Supposedly Trump, realized that the Obamas stayed in this particular hotel room. Lionel, help me out if I'm wrong. And then Trump decided that the hooker should maybe do some urine play on the bed that the Obamas slept in.
That's awesome.
What did I get wrong?
No, you didn't get it wrong. This started with
Jerry, that's awesome.
It started with a hoax.
I hope it happened so bad.
I think the internet really wanted it to be true last night.
I want it to be true today.
I don't believe it whatsoever.
Look, I'm no fan of Trump, but I don't believe that happened.
All right, watch this.
Okay.
Bring up Zero Hedge.
Lionel's going to punch me in the face.
What did I get wrong in there, Lionel?
Zero Hedge brings up 4chan. Where this came up, this was a hoax.
That's what they're saying.
It was a hoax. And the hoaxer says, hey, look what I did. Mm-hmm. I sent it to an avowed Trump hater, and they ran with it. And the CIA ran with it. And Ben Smith, the erstwhile soon-to-be ex-CEO.
He's the BuzzFeed guy. Yeah,
who was going to make Gawker look like a walk in the park. Because remember, Gawker technically was true. It just might have been, violated Mr. Hulk Hogan's privacy.
Did Hogan get that money?
It was, we'll get to that.
Here's what I want to know. The FBI got this information. Here's what's really unfair. The FBI got this information in the spring.
It's been out there a bit.
It's been out there a long time. And it went to John McCain, and John McCain, to his credit, said, I'm not touching this. He hands it over to the FBI. The FBI is looking at this. When Comey is asked yesterday at the hearings, is there an investigation going on?
Yeah.
And have you been investigating? He says, I never comment on that.
Yeah.
What happened 11 days before the election when he says, there's an investigation of Hillary going on, but we don't know if it'll come up with anything.
He's a mess.
I mean, let's play fair here.
You think McCain was trying to help it along, though, or you think he didn't want anything to do with this?
We're all joking here, but it is a serious matter. Forget the allegations. That aside, it is a serious matter if another country can have something on the President of the United States that can be used for blackmail.
Okay, that is serious. That's not what happened here. That would be true.
That's what they're investigating.
I don't
like that he wants to forget about the actual allegations.
I want to talk about that.
That's the fun part.
You won.
You guys are
Jerry, that's awesome.
I love it.
Did he pee on the bed or the hookers pee on the bed?
Now you're making me want to go.
I
got to go.
No, Jerry. We'll calm down. We'll calm down in a minute.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, I got to go to the bathroom.
I thought we had a D'Onofrio situation.
That was absolutely never my thing. Lionel, was that ever your thing? The golden shower.
Going to the bathroom?
The golden shower thing.
What, are you nuts?
Well, I mean, I'm going to stop drinking water.
Let me read this. Let me read, if I could.
At my age, I go 20 times a day anyway. What's the difference?
From Zero Hedge. Great site. Citing, showing everything.
What is it called? Zero Hedge?
Zero Hedge.
Okay. Oh, Zero Hedge. I'm sorry.
Right.
Zero
In a story that is getting more surreal by the minute. A post on 4chan now, which is very important, now claims that the famous or infamous golden shower scene in the unverified 35-page dossier. By the way, I love the way they call it a dossier. And that's so James Bond.
What's a dossier?
A series of documents normally involved with. I love this, Carl.
Is it a French word?
Yeah,
I would imagine.
But I mean, like communication.
Carl, you want to read the good stuff here?
Yeah, come on, please.
It's so Jean Le
For regular people.
Anyway,
for people that have tax returns, though.
But anyway, in the unverified 35-page dossier, allegedly compiled by a British intelligence officer, was a hoax and fabricated by a member of the chat board as, quote, fan fiction, then sent to Rick Wilson, who proceeded to send it to the CIA, which then put it in their official classified intelligence report on the election. Now, before we get into if indeed a president could be compromised, you're right about that. That's not the issue here. This is somebody so desirous to get Trump. And
it says here that he had the hookers piss on Obama.
Well,
no.
What is this? Hey,
that's in the dossier.
Just for the record, I'm not here.
Listen to you.
It's in the dossier.
No, I even got to stop you there, Carl.
This is my second.
It was the hotel room where the Obamas might have stayed prior to Trump's visit to.
Now I see. It's highlighted. I got thrown off.
I'm sorry.
By the way, Carl's not going to have menus anymore.
Yes.
He's going to have dossiers.
Yeah, you're going to want him for a future Jerry Springer show. I can guarantee that. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
My wife, dude. Oh, man. Her
family.
Go ahead,
Lionel.
Yeah, she's on the show Thursday.
You got me. Nice. Clean, Jerry.
Clean.
All right, Lionel, go ahead. Back to you. I'm sorry.
The big issue, the overarching issue, is not the particulars. It's the fact that today, Jerry, and you would agree, because remember, as they hold you up as being this vile, Contemptible Scourge.
Jerry?
Which I love tremendously because you have brought us so much entertainment, looking at us and winking.
When was I?
A man who has been vilified, you have been pilloried as a form of kind of a societal syphilis, and I sort of disagree with that. You have been entertaining. You've looked at us during the course of this and winked like
syphilis
it's okay.
Is very entertaining.
You have.
Oh my gosh!
You have been.
Let's bring him on back.
This is bigger than that.
Oh, this is big.
Disgusted by us.
This is bigger than that.
Any more adjective for Jerry Springer before you move on?
Who, Jerry?
Yeah.
Jerry, what Jerry did to our
society,
our
way of life,
very
cramping your fingers.
Yeah, but our society was so tenuously just held together.
Yeah.
Came in and basically peeled back the scab of this purulent pustule, this carbuncle called society, and just every day extravasated and oozed this to show the worst, the underbelly, the vile, the despicable.
Are you okay?
People with no, I'm not. I'm getting sick.
Jerry,
people with barely two neurons to rub together. People on a show who should have subtitles.
Yes.
It's amazing. But you turned to us at all, and you always winked. You always said, "It's okay." I know this is a joke. It's like professional wrestling with kids. I know he's bleeding.
That shit's real.
But take it easy. It's okay.
You're talking about his final thought that he used to do. Yeah. You still do the final thought?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Do you
Jerry's.
know how poignant that was?
Yeah, it brings it all together.
I
in
want to be the guy who
the
says,
end.
wait a minute, hold it. This is the part I wait for. Forget the other part. I want to hear the final thought.
I
want
love
to
the
meet this
final
person.
thought. It was my favorite.
Strong, right, Carl?
It was always right.
Yes. Words
It was
to live
always
by.
right.
Words to live by.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you ever make a book of your final thoughts?
That's a good idea.
No.
Oh, Jerry, I got to represent you.
Jesus.
You know
Well,
how,
because-
that's easy money right there,
Opie,
sir.
just go through your $1 million.
I
Jerry,
can't-
$1 million idea.
I can't afford to have any more money.
God, I want to be you so bad.
Yeah.
$1 million idea, Jerry.
$1 million. That's
Easy.
a full day's work.
You just have to have them transcribed too.
They
You don't
right
even
there.
you don't even need any new ones. Just transcribe all the
Erock
best
will
ones
do
from
it. You
over
can do
the
it from
years.
here.
God, go ahead, Lionel. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, I'm just
No,
saying.
you were on a
this
good
is
point.
This is
What was it?
He goes, no, you are on a good point.
the internet is a runaway train. There's a runaway train.
Yes.
It is this engine that we're always trying to feed. And Carl and I were saying, and Carl walked up to me before, and in a rare moment of lucidity, Carl said,
Yes.
"Whoa," which I don't understand.
I agree with you.
There is this engine that we're breaking off chairs and we're throwing them. We have 20-year-old kids working in newsrooms who aren't paid. We have to put out content.
Right.
And we forget
You're feeling the pressure because you
that
got to
when
get.
you put this thing out, it
Gotta
may
get
look
clicks.
like a cool room where we wear flannel and put our feet up and we have beanbag chairs. It's kind of like Google and it's cool and hip and awesome and all that. Once you hit enter and it goes into the stream of the world of opinion, you have now this rancid, mildly libelous piece that you wrote before the internet would have been nothing. It would have been a fender bender. No big deal if anybody saw it. But now it's completely different. And they don't, Jerry, there's no journalism. Like if we're talking, there's no
I know. I agree with everything you're saying.
Even the pus thing?
Yeah, I got a feeling, but
What was the pus thing about?
He's basically calling Jerry like the pus of society.
He's quoting other people, I assume.
No, the show, the people, the
Oh, he's saying about
Jerry. Circus.
He's the one that's squishing the pus. I'm sorry, Jerry.
Personally, I'm pus free.
Opie heard it different.
I'm sorry, you're popping the zits.
I'm just popping the zits. No,
sorry, Jerry. Yeah.
My guess is, and I'm agreeing what you're saying about social media today and fake news and all that kind of thing. My guess is, and I don't know because I didn't listen that day, but my guess is that the 2 weeks before the election, when this crap was coming out about Hillary and the fake news, Comey coming out, investigate all that, you didn't have that same outrage. And one of the problems we have in the whole political discourse in America today is that we only jump on it when it's against someone we were for.
Right.
I
There
agree.
is no
100%.
objectivity.
You know my outrage
Jerry,
was?
I got to stop you right there because I do a lot of things that aren't legal. I don't care. I was upset. It's okay. I was upset with the whole hacking thing. That shit should be kept to yourself. If you want to do shady shit, no one should know that. That's not fair. Right?
What are you talking about?
Well, what are you talking about?
All about hacking stuff.
We're not talking about hacking. We're talking about...
what are we talking about? Carl, there's too many words. I'm confused.
Jerry is saying that prior to the election...
Second language.
You just admitted... Hold on, Lionel. You just admitted crimes, and you didn't even even have a point behind it.
I'm confused. This is too many smart people today. I need a Hawaiian punch.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Lionel.
What you're saying is...
We're not talking about...
Where was all this outrage when Comey... On the eve of the election, all of a sudden hits people with them. By the way, we've gone through this. There's nothing to charge here, but let me give you a bill of particulars of all the negligence and where is this outrage when somebody says, Comey, you're basically trying to subvert an election.
Yeah.
Now, my only problem was she should have been indicted years ago, not on the night of the election. So I agree with you in that it was unseemly. Yeah. But let's forget this because we're talking about opportunity. Look,
it affected the election, and you cannot tell me. First of all, Hillary.
No, she won the popular vote.
This is America. When 3 million more people vote for one candidate versus another, it's not a small item.
You know what's called? It's called California.
Because they work for California. Look, where people live is their own choice in this country.
That's point. Jerry,
that is exactly the point.
No.
California is beautiful.
Trump is the president because according to the rules, he's the president. I get it. Yes, Trump has the power. Trump is the president. But that is a separate thing to say that the American people voted to have Trump being the president. 3 million more people voted because they wanted Hillary. So
they were in California.
Trump is the president because those are the rules. But it was not the wish of the American people.
Yes, it was, because they were in California.
What's different where they are?
Because that is
they're not American anymore?
No.
Oh,
what I'm saying
wonderful.
is, this idea...
Have a Hawaiian punch, Jer.
This idea that
this is great.
Delicious.
You're not as American if you live in one state versus another?
How can somebody as smart as you not understand something as simple as what I'm saying? Look at the numbers.
I agree. What you're saying is simple.
Well, what I'm saying... I love this man.
Sorry to squeeze more pus out.
Yeah, I'm just...
Toast to the punch.
You hate Trump, though.
There's a toast going on.
I don't hate Trump.
You loathe him.
No,
I don't. I did not vote for him. I voted for me. And I understand how people...
No surprise there, Lionel. Yeah. No surprise there.
Let me just say that in fairness, because you just said, I do not hate Donald Trump. In fact, personally, I mean, I know him a little bit. I worked for him when I hosted...
But as a president, Jerry.
I don't want him to be president. There are people in my family who I love intensely that I don't think should be president of the United States. It's a separate item. We don't have to be personal with our politics.
Tell me that Hillary Clinton, you actually...
I think she's wonderful. And I know a lot of your listeners don't agree, but you ought to know her. You don't know her.
She's a gangster, boy.
Oh, sure.
In a good way. In a good way.
Yeah.
I love gangsters.
You know, if you...
That's a good point.
If I don't know your personal, but if you have children or grandchildren, and God forbid someone had to raise them suddenly, and you had to choose who you wanted raising your children, I am telling you, and this is God's truth, in a heartbeat, you would want Hillary Clinton. You don't know her. Now, you don't want her to be president. I get it.
What happens if Bill...
I'm not talking about Bill. I'm talking about Hillary Clinton. Hold on.
I'll tell you about her. What if Bill happened to, let's say, try something with one of my kids, and then I turn to Hillary? Is she going to basically hide and cover up his malfeasance like he did? Oh, come on, stop
You're doing that for radio. You know that's not the truth. You know that if Hillary... Yes.
Are we talking about the plane and the island?
Oh,
is that what you're getting at?
No. I was like, shit, I don't know what they're talking about again.
All right, sorry. Might have been on a plane of
you didn't want
a naughty man.
That's fine.
But did some things on an island.
Her entire life.
Bill Clinton used to go to that child molester island.
Well, I was trying to keep it a little... allegedly. Thank you, Eric. Eric's screaming allegedly in my ear.
Has been spent before Bill ever got involved.
Allegedly.
Yes.
When she was even in school, her entire life has been social causes. There is a person... I wish...
You know what? She didn't go
she's going to go to heaven before any of us get there.
The reason why she was hanging around doing this little kind of cutesy thing.
Talk about fake news.
That's moot. That's moot.
There's a lot of that going around.
Oh my God, I know.
The point is that what people are, the thing I wanted to say, which is why the story is so critical, is that news, journalism, the idea of reporting something when there is a fact, the idea of the notion of Krankheit, the idea of responsibility, the idea of accountability, the idea of somebody basically saying, and this fellow Ben Smith said, now look, I don't have any information that this story is correct. I kind of question its, in fact, a lot of people question its veracity, but I'm going to throw it out and let you decide. That's not the way we do it.
I agree. I'm just saying, why are you only angry with this story? That's what's amazing.
Opie's raising his hand.
I'm raising my hand on my own show.
We can talk about the don't scandal.
Lionel. Next segment.
I want to touch on this Ben Smith a little bit more. It's crazy.
That's what we're doing.
No, I understand. Well, what was he just was desperate for the clicks. He knew that this would bring a whole bunch of traffic to BuzzFeed because the post he put out there is just nuts.
Do me a favor.
Basically saying you decide. We all read it, I think.
But understand very quickly so that your listeners know this. If you ever put something out with a reckless disregard for the truth,
right?
It's construed under New York Times against Sullivan as malice. So you never say, now listen, I don't know whether this is true or not. You say, we checked it out, we believe it to be true, and we acted in good faith. That's what you say.
But what is crazy, he feels like saying, we don't know if these allegations are true, we want you to decide. He thought he was covering his ass.
Donald Trump's plaintiff's libel defamation lawyer couldn't have written it better than he did.
Right.
They're going to own BuzzFeed.
So you think BuzzFeed's done?
Oh.
You think they're done?
Now, what Trump should do is say, listen, I'm going to, I'm kind of a quasi-private citizen now, whatever money I get, I'm going to put it into some kind of a scholarship program for journalism or give it to whoever it was.
Oh.
But this is...
I'm with Jerry on this. I don't think Trump has it in him to do that.
Yeah, and second,
no offense.
Trump thinks bigly, bro. Right. He's a bigly thinker.
Wait a second.
He'll put it into another gold bathtub.
I'm not believing this story, okay? So I'm on your side.
Carl,
I'm not believing it. There are reasons I don't want Trump to be president having nothing to do with it.
Indeed.
So I understand that. Yeah. But please, let's not be outraged by that. You mean something could be dishonest and Donald Trump is offended by a public statement that is not the truth?
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Holy cow.
I know where he's going.
Oh my gosh, every day he's saying stuff with
he led the charge with Obama and his birth certificate.
The Jerry Springer. Yeah. Imagine this defense, okay?
Yeah.
Let's assume somebody libels you, Ope, and I'm Springer.
Assume it's happened.
And I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, don't be upset. They're going to say, yeah. Are we going to sue because they make the wrong statement? That's what libel is, numbnuts. Yes. And you want me to shut this man down because he... Yes.
Of course.
That's what we do.
Be very careful.
My
First,
God,
there is a difference.
Jerry.
I know the law. I've practiced.
Frivolous is one thing, but not this.
And Jerry's a God-fearing man, so let's calm down the God thing.
I've heard the commentary.
All right, let's just calm it down a little bit. To you, Jerry Springer.
Yes.
My co-host today with his Hawaiian punch. Isn't it good?
It's not carbureted. It goes down so smooth.
Lots of things are said about public figures where there's a much lower standard as to what constitutes a much higher standard, I should say, as to what constitutes libel and slander of a public official or someone who is publicly known rather than a private citizen. So that's the first thing. Secondly, Donald Trump is tweeting every single day a whole bunch of things, many, I won't tell you all, many of which we all know, and then he changes the next day, isn't true, and it's very offensive and very liable, sometimes to private citizens. So, you have to be careful.
What?
If you start talking...
engage him. He doesn't pick on people randomly.
Yeah.
If you pick on him, he comes after you.
And that's great.
He does.
Oh, that's wonderful. President of the United States.
Remember Rumsfeld during his press conferences?
Why
the same thing.
He did it to me and Anthony back in the day. Post picked it up. He went after us
but I'm saying...
nicely. And me and Ant laughed because we're like, wow, we're in the paper today. We were pretty happy about it.
He has threatened on many occasions to sue the New York Times.
Right.
And... it never really happens because, and in this business, we got to be very careful in this society. If we start suing and closing down,
I agree.
Newspapers, radio stations, television stations. Be careful.
That should be a final thought.
Because there's a particular story that you and I agree is offensive and shouldn't have been done, etc. But let's not overreact and all of a sudden create the next 4 years in this country when anyone who writes an article better be careful not to offend Donald Trump because your business is going to be shut down.
Not because of offending. But let me ask you. What do you think we do, Jerry Springer? In order to...
Why'd you say it that way, Lionel?
Because his name is Jerry Springer.
Yeah, no, there was a little contempt in there.
There was contempt.
I heard the contempt.
It was respect. Opie. What do you think
Mr. Opie.
we should do when, in order... Let me just ask you this. Let's assume we are our own Pointer Institute, so to speak. This is our blue ribbon committee. Mm-hmm. What do you think we should do to try to impress upon people? Forget Trump. But that when you put something in a medium, that is there forever. Do I have to tell you how long facts stay there? You know, when you're the Duke lacrosse player, I know it's a different topic completely, but you realize that whenever this young man, whoever his name is, whatever their name is, whenever they go to a job and they say, "Oh, it's great, let me run your name," right. Are you the? There's no way to retract it. What do you think we should do, Jerry, to instill upon younger people who are, do platforms and things like this, to get it right, to understand what journalism is, to check sources, to not be cavalier?
Man, I think that is long gone, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going backwards anytime soon. I'm serious.
Go ahead,
the price of freedom and the price of free speech is that people sometimes are going to say things that are incorrect, sometimes say things that are purposely unfair, purposely untrue, etc. We all agree that that's bad. The problem is, what is the remedy? Because if you have, quote, fact checkers, who are the fact checkers going to be? You now have the social media. We have the whole prospect of bullying that's going on. People writing something and you don't even know who that person is. That is an issue that we all have to face here. But be careful that the remedy isn't worse than the problem, because you could wind up with a totalitarian state where the government or some official body will decide what can be printed, what can be said, and what can't. So every once in a while there's going to be an embarrassing story, and believe me, if there's no proof of this, people will forget about it, and it won't have any effect at all. But don't change the American system of free press and free speech because you don't like a particular story.
Another final thought. That's going to be chapter 15. Troll culture in America.
Opie's almost done with the book.
Yes, I am.
We're going to be rich.
Keep these final thoughts coming, JS.
That's fucking final thought. One after another. You're like a final thought machine.
He is a machine.
It's a final thought, but it's always a lie because I always have another thought the next day, so therefore it's never final. Go ahead.
Go ahead. But the last page in the book is the final thought.
And then I die? What?
I don't
Jerry, I love how you control the room. Calmly, you just move. Go ahead.
Yes.
What rule? What role?
You know what he deals with every day? This is easy for him.
What role does defamation lawsuits play in your world? Should they just be stopped?
No.
Okay.
If he's got an action, fine. I don't think you're going to find that there is an action. Okay. And the reason...
Because he wasn't damaged.
Well, that's the first thing. But beyond that, in light of all the stuff that's been going on with him and Russia and the allegations and the relationships, and I can go through a whole bunch of them. We can go through the fact of the hacking of the election in favor of, because they wanted Hillary elected.
Never happened.
Well, that's your conclusion. That's not the conclusion of 17. In fact, Trump today said it was the Russians who hacked. So let's not, if you continue to say to everything is not true, well, then we can't have a discussion. But the intelligence agencies of the United States, which Trump today at the press conference said is right, is that the Russians were behind the hacking. Add to that some of the people that were in his campaign, even running his campaign, worked for Russian candidates in the Ukraine, in Russia. There are clearly connections between Russia. All his lovely statements said about that. Why was the only thing taken out of the Republican platform in the convention, the 100 and some odd items in the convention, the only thing Trump insisted that comes out was the statement by the Republican Party that they would back the Ukraine if Russia invaded the Ukraine, and Trump insisted that it was out. There's enough suspicion, there are enough things that they do know that happened, that they decided to take a look at
Final
it.
thought happened.
That's the only thing that's happening now. They're taking a look at it. I don't believe it's true. And I think that's what will happen. But we can't condemn them for taking a look.
Lionel? Man, I never saw somebody just keep Lionel quiet like that.
No, because I don't even know where to start.
Am I at the Rousey fight?
I can't, and I say this with all
due respect.
I don't know how you told him to go ahead.
It's coming now.
Here it comes. That means a doozy's coming.
But if there was an award for absolute naivete,
here we go.
you would be the Audie Murphy. I mean, this is...
Let's have a discussion where neither of us says something negative about the person we're debating.
Okay. When people say
talk on the issue. 15
to 16 intelligence agencies...
17 it was.
17, he said. Jerry said 17.
It was 37. Make it 37.
No, there were only 17.
He's saying 17.
You believe that when Colin Powell, for example, just as an example, stood before us with that little vial of Comet and said 16 or 17 agencies says there are weapons of mass destruction. If I have to remind you of the Gulf of Tonkin, if I have to remind you that intelligence agencies
sometimes get it wrong. Sometimes they get it wrong. But most of the time they get it right, which is why we're still around as a country. Most of the time they get it right. Sometimes they get it wrong. I agree with you. Sometimes they got it wrong.
Right.
And no one was as angry about us going to Iraq as I was, okay? So I'm agreeing with you. That was awful what happened. Sometimes they get it wrong. All that we're talking about now is all these agencies seem to reach the same conclusion now, including the FBI, which obviously was no friend of Hillary.
Right.
So, including, it is at least worth, if there is the allegation raised that Russia could have something on our coming administration, and by the way, look at the cabinet picks, Secretary of State, with its connections and business dealings with Russia. It is worth, as an American.
That's the guy that runs Exxon, right?
Yeah. So
he's
right now, just as an American, forget the election's over. Just as an American, why not have our government look into, is there anything these other countries have on us for our own protection? Why are we opposed to that? We're Americans. Let's find out the truth.
Nobody ever said that. I don't know where you heard anybody say...
You said sue them. Fake news. They never should have printed this.
Fucking fake news.
We're talking BuzzFeed, not the CIA. We're talking Ben Smith and BuzzFeed.
Yeah, but no, the CIA bought into this whole thing, too.
No, but we're
they got accountability as well.
The CIA. We're talking about BuzzFeed.
Well, BuzzFeed's just reporting what they're doing.
No, BuzzFeed. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
About how 4chan was a hacker and a hoax. This was the one who they never... CIA is an idiot for basically listening to Ben Smith.
Do we have absolute proof that it came from 4chan?
Well, that's what this is what people are saying.
Will we know if he pissed on the bed or not?
You are a lonely man.
I just got
you are a lonely man.
That's a bad final thought. I didn't like that
one. We are all over the place today.
No, we're not. I think we're good.
Okay. We're good. This is good.
I think we're good. No, do we know for a fact that it came from 4chan?
Look at the picture. Bring up Zero Head. Show the screenshot. Look at it. Make up your own mind from. Just see about this particular chat room story.
Right. I believe it's all bullshit. I'm just trying to find where it exactly came from.
Let me say something to my dear friend Jerry, who I respect more than you can imagine.
Certainly more than I can imagine.
And I mean this.
Go ahead, please.
There are things
Go ahead. I like when you tell people to go ahead. Go ahead.
I love when people that say, I cannot, not you. No, but other people that I know will say, I can't believe, these Russians may want to know, may want to influence, may want to have something to do with our elections. Do you know what we do?
Yeah,
Do you know what Barack Obama did with Brexit? Do you know what he did with Netanyahu?
Dirty over the years.
Do you know what we did in 1950 with Iran?
Brought drugs into the ghetto.
Do you have any idea?
I saw that on the show.
The idea, the hubris, the elephantine cojones that we have to have to say another country.
That was for you, bro.
Yeah.
And that there are dossiers, real dossiers. We have them There's a wonderful book, Gideon's Sword, about Mossad. Mossad has psychological profiles every country has on each person. We know who's gay, who's this. This is called intel.
No one's surprised that this goes on, but why should we say, okay, lie back, do it again?
No,
we're trying to protect America.
No.
Why are we suddenly always... Now it's anti-American. Let's be what Russia's doing it. Everybody does it. I don't want them to do it to us.
I want to find out what's happening. Absolutely.
Right. Stand up for America. Yes. Don't let them do this to us. I don't care who they're doing it
America's
to.
the best.
Why do you think McCain and South Carolina,
USA, Senator Jerry,
Republicans, established Republicans, good, decent patriots.
Yes.
They're saying, wait a second, this isn't Democrat-Republican. This isn't Clinton-Trump. This is a country that does not have our interests at stake. That's not what they're really concerned about, is trying to influence what happens to us and have control over our leaders. Of course we should stop that and fight back. Why do I have to suddenly fight to make sure that we protect America? We should all be on the same page.
Nobody's even saying that. Nobody is saying that. This has gone off the skids, completely careened off of the road. We're talking about this. We're talking about a story about an individual at a place called BuzzFeed.
Yes.
That isn't just some little guy, making mimeograph things he hands out in the corner. This is pretty big. That, by the way, NBC, do you see how much money they pumped into this?
$400 million, Lionel.
$400
I know my shit, Carl.
That's a lot of money.
5 across the room.
Yeah.
Big investment. NBC put $400 million into BuzzFeed.
The same
That's how much
NBC,
Ryan
by the way,
Seacrest makes for doing podcasts.
So this is BuzzFeed has become more or less respected in the last year or two, and now they're pretty much fucked, Lionel. Are we allowed to curse, Joe?
It's your show.
All right, thank you.
This is the part, irrespective. I don't even care.
I love this.
I miss my dad. Jerry reminds me of my dad.
I'm going to tell you something. I agree with Lionel a lot, but the problem is that it's Jerry Springer. I'm going to be on his side. He's fucking celebrity.
Jerry,
kind of
I'm not saying anything bad about
you. But I mean, next it's like,
Jerry has said nothing that anybody can take offense with. I think we're America. And America should look out for America. Thank you.
He talks like Trump. That's why I get excited.
I mean,
Jerry, that's sarcasm right there.
I don't sense that in any of the argument.
Sarcasm.
No, it's the truth. It's called
you
no
clapped
shit
very.
attitudes. It's like, I know this.
You clapped very slowly.
Oh, you got to have a final thought after this argument. You got to start writing it now.
Forget Trump. Forget these people. Where is this going to go next?
Well, you asked a question, I'm raising my hand.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed is destroyed, and then other people are going to be put on notice that run these websites. They're going to be scared now to just casually put out stuff for clickbait and clicks and likes and whatnot.
When we're talking about allegedly fake stuff, or maybe fake stuff, I don't know yet, but let's assume it's fake.
Fake news.
Fake news. And the tweeting. Let me tell you another thing to be worried about. They need to take that Twitter account away from Donald Trump.
First Amendment.
Now, I'll tell you why. No, let me explain. Let me explain from a security point of view. We know that they can hack. Unfriendly forces or people will hack into Trump's Twitter account.
Right.
Let me give you an example of what could happen.
Oh, shit. Doomsday.
Well, you can imagine.
Doomsday.
Because
about to go down.
the people that love Trump aren't going to know that he didn't do it.
Right.
So on Trump's Twitter, one night, in the middle of the night, you get, oh my gosh, a nuclear fuel has been released in downtown Chicago. Get out of your homes now. Obviously not true. But let's say it's on his account. They hacked into it. What's going to happen then? You can't have the leader of the free world giving his opinions and stuff on something that can be so easily hacked. That's the issue we should be looking at.
So we should make a super Twitter is what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying when Barack Obama became president, they took away his BlackBerry. Donald Trump chose to be president. Okay? I understand. He's the president. And I'll call him our president come January 20th. This isn't partisan. I don't want any American president to be having a Twitter account where he talks about things that can go on and it can be hacked. You're worried about a newspaper story being hacked? Oh my gosh, what if his Twitter account is hacked?
Should we also close down the State Department, Twitter,
here we go. Lionel's
FBI, White House, all of the others. Jerry, I don't want to, not you, Opie.
Wait, I'll answer it. You
this is the 21st century.
But you don't agree with what he's saying?
Absolutely not.
Because he's not going to give up his Twitter.
This is the first, look, let me just say, and let me agree with you.
But how do we protect against what Jerry just said?
How do we protect?
You can't.
You can if he didn't have a Twitter account.
Does that scare you though, Lionel?
No.
Okay.
Because they can control what comes, the information they decide to give on their emails and stuff like that. Everyone now knows. But your Twitter account, someone hacks into that. The rest of the people see it. We don't see what's in someone's personal account.
Let me side with Jerry, kind of in a tangential way.
All right.
Recently, did you read where the minister?
Send it to my mom. My mom loves you, Jerry.
Look at where the minister of defense
I'm taking pictures of you.
Of Pakistan. Did you see this one?
No, I'm sorry.
The defense minister of Pakistan read a fake news story, went online, went on Twitter, and told Israel. It read that Israel was planning something in Syria. It was a fake news story. So the Pakistani, like their Rumsfeld, so to speak, went on his Twitter and threatened Israel, said, remember, we have nuclear weapons. Upon which the Israeli Ministry of Defense said, excuse me, that's a fake account, and we didn't do this. And he said, oh yeah, well, whatever. So yes, this can go wrong. You are correct.
And he does this every night. It's not like we haven't been warned. If something bad happens because of that Twitter account, no one should say, how could that happen? I mean, right now, everyone's still being partisan. I'm for Trump, I'm against Trump. I'm talking about the safety of America. It is crazy to have the leader of the free world, the head of our country, the most powerful office, to be screwing around with a Twitter account that could blow up the world. You shouldn't do that.
But it's not the fact that he has Twitter.
You don't need me to tell you that.
The FBI has a Twitter account. CIA has a Twitter account.
Well, they could stop using their Twitter account.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the government should. You want to personally do it? You can't blow up the world yourself. But I don't think official government information should be given out on Twitter accounts. What's revolutionary about that point?
With all due respect, and I mean that, sir, I'm not being
go ahead, would you?
When FDR first came up with his fireside chat, they said, look at this guy on radio. He's on radio. What is this? This is the President of the United States. You don't go on radio. What is he over there? It's going to be next with the Kukla friend and FDR?
He has a good point.
I'll tell you why.
This is the way people talk. What he's done is there are people, Americans, who say thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. And let me say something right now.
Lionel, you're not making a great point there, because this is obviously how we communicate today. Mm-hmm. We all understand that. Back in the day, it was radio, like you brought up. But this is kind of a concern.
And nobody can hack it. Back then, they couldn't hack into radios. And plus, with the whole speech, it wasn't a one statement, run for your lives.
But, Jerry, to your point, I don't know how he's not going to get rid of his Twitter account. And there's other Twitter accounts that are pretty scary if they get hacked into. I don't know how you solve that problem. I don't know how you do that. It's something we're going to have to just live with.
Well, he could say, I'll tell you one thing he could say. If he was being responsible, he would say, I'm giving up my Twitter account. If you ever hear of a Twitter and saying that it's me, it's not me.
It's not me.
Well, that's important.
Right.
But if he wants to talk to the American people, he can go on national television and talk to us. He can go on radio. He can do that. Talk to us. But this is too dangerous.
But here's
it
what
isn't
he's doing.
A game show.
But Jerry,
Jerry thinks it's dangerous,
dear friend,
and I agree.
But dear friend Jerry, he is
killing it, Jerry.
He is punting over the media. He's saying to them, I don't want you. You don't speak. You're dead now. You are a vestige. You're a dinosaur. Go ahead with your TV. Go ahead with your, have you been injured? Go ahead with your data. Oh, sorry. Anyway, go ahead with your stuff.
Jerry, that's your livelihood right there.
Livelihood.
It's good.
He's saying, I'm talking to the people.
Food out of your mouth right there, Jerry.
No, I need to go on a diet.
This is a new world.
He's so rich, he don't give a fuck.
And what happens is when I say something,
he is strong.
CNN will record and report upon what I've said in Twitter. I don't need them anymore. I want to talk directly to you, the American people.
I get that.
I understand why he does it.
We all understand that,
Lionel. I'm saying now he's no longer just a candidate. He speaks for much of the free world.
I need to speak to you, Jerry, even more now that I'm the president.
If I were Donald Trump's best friend, I would say, Donald, please, this is really dangerous. If someone hacks into your Twitter account, they could do something that will
F-bomb or something,
that's just embarrassing stuff. I'm talking about creating a riot in this country or a mass panic. You want to kill the stock market? Well, you want to kill the stock market, but forget bombs. Just the stock market. Imagine if suddenly on his Twitter account saying, just want to tell you, if you're investing in any American automobile, don't do it. I'm cutting their contracts next year, or whatever it is, whatever the story is. You could affect the market overnight, and people would lose millions and millions and millions of dollars. You could do that with one statement. It's dangerous.
Right.
Someone has to pay attention to this issue. Look, I'm a stupid talk show host, but get someone really in a position of power who's watching for the security of America.
Learn from that.
I'm learning.
Make fun of yourself.
I'm fat.
All right. I stammer.
I'm learning so much today about myself.
And I use the words not properly.
I use bad words.
Anyway, Lionel. I like that point. I think there's something there.
It's nice. It really is. No, it's a nice point. Listen, Jerry, Bertrand Russell, but nice. It's nice. Let me tell you what scares me more than anything.
Russell. All right.
We right now are in a Cold War that is about to go hot so fast, and the average American is so unbelievably ill-informed, nescient, clueless, comatose. We have the Baltics, we have Ukraine, Trump. And we have Syria. And we have a very serious nuclear country with tactical nuclear weapons. And since the wall fell and Reagan and the U.S. lied to Gorbachev, and NATO has been escalating it, ratcheting up with the Kagans and the Newlands and that warmonger, that bloodthirsty John McCain. This thing could go hot so fast. And for the first time, this boorish man, as you say, with the Twitter, at least reached out and says, I want to talk to these people. Meanwhile, the world is saying, thank you. Instead, we have this bloodthirsty Wall Street shill, warmonger, this imperialist ghoul by the name of Hillary Rodham felon, who sat there and laughed when we saw he died. Right. She poses an existential threat to this country, not Donald Trump. But because of this hatred for Trump, and this apotheosis, this elevation, this beatification of Hillary Clinton, this some public servant who all her life...
Hillary's taking over the world. Take cover, kids.
Yep. Get them, Chair.
When your kids, it's about your kids, Opie, not us. Right. When your kids face a world right now that, honest to God, what we thought the duck and cover was then, 90 miles away, we're on the border, we're circling Russia right now, thanks to NATO, and we're worried about what? No, that's what scares me.
Okay, and so now you've got
good point, Jer.
Yeah. Watch this, though. Watch this.
Okay, let me talk to that point.
Okay, here we go.
The history of Russia, which goes well before it ever became a communist country, back in the days of the Tsars and before that, Russia has always been, in a sense, claustrophobic. The whole history of Russia is that it is surrounded, that it has always been looking for warm water ports so that it can sell its goods, so that it can trade with the rest of the world. It's always been surrounded. It can't go north because it's all frozen. So they always wanted to get away through the Black Sea, through the Mediterranean, or through Europe. They thought for a while communism was the way to keep their borders safe. And so after the Second World War, all the countries that surrounded Russia on Eastern Europe they turned communist. That was their buffer. Now, all of a sudden, communism falls. That does not mean that the Russian government, the Russian people, have suddenly decided we're not worried about who our board is anymore. So the only way, the problem they have with America, you keep talking about we're going to have a nuclear war with Russia or any of these other countries. There's no country in the world that's going to have a nuclear war with America because the planet would be over about 15 minutes after the war started. That is not an option. They called it mutual assured destruction. What is an option is the only way America can be defeated is from within. We are the only country in the world that is basically an idea. We were created by an idea that this would be a place where it didn't matter what your religion was, where your parents were from, etc. This would be a free country. They want to destroy America from within. They have been trying...
Now?
From within. Because if we suddenly... Let me just... one more minute and I'll stop.
So, they would destroy us now.
Even now, their idea is if they can discredit the notion of America being special, of being this idea of freedom, free religion, free ethnic groups, etc., a multicultural society, if they can destroy this idea and have Americans become tribal, that the Hispanics over here, the blacks over there, the Muslims over there, California, that's not really part of American war. They are turning us against the idea America. And you've even heard Trump say during the campaign, we're not sure we will back NATO anymore. That's exactly, if we start losing our power from within, we are the only thing holding up NATO. And that's what Russia wants. They're not trying to take us over. Russia, we have nothing that Russia needs. Russia can get all the resources it wants in its vast land and in Europe, etc. They don't need us. They just need us to stop surrounding them. During the Cold War, we did it with missiles, and now we surround them still with NATO. They want to be able to expand. That's why they go into the Ukraine or in Crimea, because they need the Black Sea and the Mediterranean. That is the long view of what the Russian people have always wanted. And we just look at the day's headlines like it's a great strategy. That's what we got to be looking at. Don't let us, we the American people, fight among ourselves, religion against religion, race against race. We are destroying ourselves, the idea of America. It's crazy.
I took a course in Russian history in college. I'm so mad I didn't listen. During the lecture, I paid a guy to do my final paper, and now I'm fucking cursing myself for doing that. I had nothing to say. I actually took a course on this.
Did you really?
Yeah. I paid a guy to get a B.
Well, that's not bad. How much did you pay?
Like $200.
That's why you got
$200 for a B.
That's why you got a B.
His name was Coach, and he hung out in the back of the idle hour, and he would write your final paper for you.
I just wish
I should have listened in class. Then I could have went back and forth with Jerry.
I can't go back and forth with him. All I don't know about Russia is I love the videos, like the on-dash videos from Russia from all the car accidents. Yeah. My favorite.
Even the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh, and I know about this.
Yes.
Careful, Jerry.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking, you're thin ice now, punk.
Yeah. Okay.
You're about to get a final thought from me.
Yeah. Even the Cuban Missile Crisis wasn't about Russia sending missiles over to America. Oh. What it was about was a trade. Russia wanted us to do away with our missiles in Turkey, which was, as I said, surrounding them.
Right.
They didn't want that. So the trade-off was, once they put missiles in Cuba, they could then negotiate, which is exactly what happened.
Right.
They took the missiles out of Cuba. 5 months later, we took the missiles out of Turkey. We didn't care anymore because we had Polaris missiles. We would shoot from submarines, not from land-based missiles. So this has always been Russian strategy. So when we think communism fell, Russia's no longer worried about us. They worry about us, not because they want to take us over, but because we are the last stand against their expansion.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know about the Cuban thing either.
I didn't know
a lot to digest there.
That's
Lionel.
a lot, Lionel.
No, it's
Take
not.
your time, Lionel. Take it a beating.
If I didn't know better, I would have sworn somebody put me in a time capsule.
Oh, shit.
In the 50s.
Fucking time travel is
Because
scary.
what I'm hearing on a lot of various platforms is nothing more than Russophobic, Cold War, this Boris Badenov and Natasha Bullwinkle, we will destroy you, Niet, da, Khrushchev at the UN and that sort of thing. one of the things which we have to understand is that you have to understand the way a country thinks. And twice in the 90s, we're talking about Russian history, in the 20th century, 1917 and 91, their country fell apart. It was a revolution. Revolution in 17 and then 1991.
Right. That I know.
Overnight, the Soviet Union went to about 400 million people who did not have a country. So they were absolutely, it's not about communism.
Right.
It was about an existential threat that they felt. So at the time, who did we do? We wanted to be friends with people like Boris, Yeltsin, the drunk and laughing. And we made them feel silly and stupid. Reagan came along and he created this myth that somehow he brought the wall down. I went, okay, fine. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. We told Gorbachev, we'll make a deal with you. Here's the promise. We want you out. It's about Germany. It's not about the rest of the world. Nobody's going to surround you. Don't worry about this, okay? Didn't have it in writing, took our word for it. It was a lie.
Then why does Putin keep talking about what NATO's doing?
Because
Putin worries about NATO. Why did he go into the Ukraine? Why did he go into Crimea? They worry about what's on border.
Because NATO poses a threat. And by the way, if you think they're going to lob missiles into Cleveland, that's not what we're talking about.
I said no missiles. It's not about missiles. I'm agreeing with you on that.
Jerry said that.
I said that. But it's not about a nuclear war. Right. They think we'll destroy ourselves from within, and they're doing everything to encourage
that somehow this idea that we will go into them like a virus.
They won't. We will do it.
Why? What?
Why do you think they try to discredit our elections? Why do you? I mean,
discredit? How did they discredit our elections?
The hacking
by showing us the truth. The truth of what the DNC did.
They could have had
Hillary Clinton.
They didn't release the stuff on Russia on Trump. They did it on Hillary.
What? Wait a minute. What? The truth.
You're reliving this whole thing again.
No. You brought it up.
You
brought the hacking up.
Right. Hacking was. Why did they do the hacking? They did the hacking to influence lessen the credibility of a free American election, to bring it into question, which the world now questions. Right. This is twice in 20 years America has a president that the people didn't vote for.
Do you think
twice. And this time it was by 3 million votes.
I'm sorry, but that's the Electoral College, and I'm sorry about that.
I understand. But that goes to the credibility of American democracy.
Jerry,
the people don't get to decide.
Do you think 65
I love when you say go ahead. I love it.
Do you think 65 plus million Americans voted for Donald Trump because Vladimir Putin hacked the DNC?
No, I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. I never said that.
You said they hacked the election.
They did. They only have to influence 1% in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, and it's a different election.
Let me get this straight.
Yeah. I'd like to have like a little Jewish breakfast with him, like a little bagel and lox.
Go ahead. You're good.
He looks like he knows a lot about coffee, too.
They got their own show here. What is this about?
What? No, we're fucking loving this back and forth.
I just want to make you
We're the color commentators.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lionel.
How long are we here for? Oh, it's only 5 after 4.
We do have to break some. That's a quick hour, though, Jerry.
How long are we here for?
Jerry, you need coffee? We're just getting started.
Man. I want people to know that this might be the last time and the only time that a conversation like this ever existed in this room. And I thank you for that. I thank you for that. Tolstoy said history would be a wonderful thing if only it were true.
Right.
And we all Americans love to have, I would much rather correct Jerry than have to teach America of what's going on.
See, Jerry, he still thinks you're wrong.
The problems that we have right now, the dissension, the destruction, black versus white, poor, the military-industrial complex, the prison-industrial complex, people who are, the surveillance state, corporatocracy.
Transgender.
What threatens this? Bathrooms. Leave yourself out of it. Your crew are terrific. Leave them alone. They do a good job. Look at this poor man. He doesn't even own a suit. For God's sake.
Why would you own a suit if you don't have to?
Yeah.
My point exactly.
All right.
Funerals in court.
Oh, God.
This is radio. Why are you wearing a suit?
He's doing TV. Now I have to defend Lionel.
Issue.
You do TV, Jerry, right?
Yeah.
What do you wear on TV?
I didn't realize he was doing TV after this show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In a little while.
Did anyone ever get knocked out?
Then talk fast.
Did anyone ever get knocked out in Springer? Clean, cold?
Anyone ever get knocked out? No. They pull wigs. That's why we can't get Trump. He doesn't want his hair pulled.
Someone's getting knocked out here today.
Yeah, that's... That's all right. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Lionel.
Go ahead, Lionel.
What scares me?
Just trying to get a few jokes.
What this country really is about?
Yes, just trying to get a few jokes.
The threat is we're run by corporations, neoliberal ideology, poor people who don't get a break, the actual working people, the working class.
Yes,
that's what I'm worried about.
99%,
Black
right.
versus white.
And so the best way to help them is to give people like me a tax break so everyone else can have a better life. Really? Really? You can't honestly believe that.
I'm
just saying. Because you're blaming liberals.
Oh, no,
the liberals are the ones complaining about that. The 1%.
Neoliberalism is not liberalism. That's the point.
Jerry, Trump has been good for me and my portfolio.
Well, he isn't president yet. Obama's been great.
No, he's already taking credit for the stock market going up. How's your portfolio?
It's wonderful. But what do you mean? It was
I've
going
made
up
money
all
with this
during,
Trump.
No, in fairness to Obama, forget this last month. Not counting even the last month, the stock market almost tripled since he became president. So you want to everyone
for the derivatives bubble. That's what I always say.
It's always some other reason.
That's
right. Good.
Let's hear it for the
if you want to live like a Republican, vote Democrat.
Let's hear all that.
Nice. That's strong. Go ahead, Lionel.
No, but you and I agree on a lot. Socially, in terms of what? Yeah. Because I believe that, don't you believe that, for example, healthcare should be national, should be a right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
What's that?
I got distracted. I was just looking at YouTube.
Am I not interested?
I'm not that smart.
Can I tell you, by the way, Carl told his wife that he has to go to the bathroom. He runs like 6 restaurants, and I needed him today. I go, Carl, I need you. So basically he goes and tells his wife, I got to go to the bathroom. She doesn't know that he left yet.
She's starting to text me now. I'm getting a little antsy. She's going to be pissed. But then I'm like, I'm the fucking Jerry Springer. You're really famous to me. You raised me, Jerry. You raised me on TV.
I am so
sorry. That explains
a lot. I mean, I was such a fan. Kew Gardens.
Kew Gardens, that's where I grew up.
You were born in England during the bombings in 1944. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, you know his Wikipedia page.
Oh, yeah.
Strong.
His father used to make cool dolls and stuff.
Stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Sold them on the Jersey coast.
Yep.
What kind of stuffed animals? What was his number one? I'm going to go with it like a zebra.
Yeah,
no, actually,
unicorns are big too.
His biggest was, there was a clown called Emmett Kelly, who was a real clown. I mean, he was a person playing a clown, and they made a doll of him. That was probably his biggest. And he did very well with the hula hoop. He didn't invent, but he was a jobber, so he had the rights to sell it.
Look at that guy, right? That's
Emmett Kelly, by the way, was a clown.
My dad made it.
What up?
Do you know Springer?
Happy New Year.
This is Jerry.
To you.
What's up?
Great.
What's up, son?
Yeah.
Fist bump. Lionel's, we're driving Lionel nuts, I think.
Sherrod.
But we got a lot of good stuff out.
What's going on with Lionel?
Lionel, you got to summarize this whole thing. So BuzzFeed, you think, goes away. Do you think other sites will be held accountable now, moving forward? Are they going to be nervous now, and they're not going to be so quick to put these stories out there?
People should be careful. Just use journalistic basics. Don't you sit there and, if I write something terrible about Jerry Springer, I'm not going to say, well, I'm not sure if this is true, but you know what? I'm going to put it out there and let you decide. No.
But you think BuzzFeed has a major problem?
If Gawker was eliminated for basically, posing the truth, you got a lot to catch up on.
Now the truth is what we call the Hulk Hogan's cock. Has Gawker exposing the truth?
There we go.
That's what started it.
That's the stuff I want to talk about.
Don't say golden showers. It gets Jerry a little nervous.
Okay. Can I say sprinkles?
Are you okay with sprinkles?
Springer.
I've been called Jerry Sprinkles.
Jerry Sprinkles.
Sherrod,
that would be your porn name, I think.
This is the dossier. Here's
Check out the dossier.
This says that Trump pissed.
Oh, yeah.
No, Trump didn't do anything.
No, he got it on him.
Trump pissed on the president.
No. Trump wasn't doing any peeing, and he wasn't receiving any pee, right, Lionel?
That's not what the fucking CIA says.
It was the hookers peeing on each other on a bed that Obama might have slept in prior to Trump's visit in Russia. Am I right, Lionel?
That was the false story.
It's a fake story.
Absolutely.
So that's not a real story.
You've been sleeping a long time.
I've been knocked out. I took some sleep aids last night.
A lot has changed because last night we were all excited. I think even Trump supporters because people just like to feel alive, and this story made people feel alive. And now that we're well into the day, it's pretty much not true.
I still can't believe Trump made it through when he told McCain he likes people that don't get captured.
Oh yeah, it was great.
After that, I didn't listen to anything.
I'm
like, you're fine. I mean, if you can make it through that, right?
On this whole Trump thing, I don't think.
Yeah, it was.
I certainly don't think the story is true, but what I'm saying is it almost didn't matter.
Right. I think
because that kind of thing wouldn't have affected the public. They would say that's Trump.
Do you know what a limited hangout is?
Yeah. But on another politician might, but I don't think it would have affected him. Now, if there's something financial going on, that he has a deal that would compromise America, then he's in trouble. But not for that. He's not in trouble.
But during the press conference today, he basically said he has no deals with Russia whatsoever.
Well, if
he did say that.
If he's telling the truth, then there's nothing to worry about.
Bringing up that lady to bore the hell out of me. He did that on purpose, right, Lionel?
Yeah, he's smart.
He brought a lawyer up there to discuss how he's going to transfer his business into his kids.
It's like Chris Christie hired the law firm and say, tell him I didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. That's $2 billion New Jersey pay.
They were chomping at the bit, and Trump goes, I want to bring up, I forgot her name, and she talked for 20 minutes?
Yes.
It was brutal how bad it was.
Really?
Do you know what a limited hangout is? You ever hear the expression in Intel? Okay. Limited hangout is when you let a little bit of information go and people will jump on that, and then when the real bad information comes out,
but they do that a lot. A lot of the tweets have done that to divert attention away.
John Podesta, Pizzagate, for example.
Was that real?
No, we're not going to go into that. That's a mess. It's a mess.
Yes.
But
it's about a fake news story. But where's your outrage?
Oh, absolutely.
God, so was it real?
No, come on.
But John Podesta.
I don't know.
This is like the white version of the barbershop in Coming to America. This old dude's yelling.
You missed a lot, Sherrod. A lot. Carl's a fanboy of Jerry.
Oh, dude, I've been taking selfies the whole time.
You're not me.
He hasn't heard a word. He's just fucking taking selfies.
I shared my Hawaiian punch with him, bro.
He gave him a Hawaiian punch. That means something.
Yeah. No carbonation. You can drink the whole thing, no problem.
Oh, he gave him M&M's.
So the whole story about the pee, you saying it's fake?
Oh, Sherrod.
Yeah, I hope not.
I mean, because I wanted to believe that story.
Me too. It's right.
Two Russian girls, that's going to run you about 1,800 in the city.
And you like Trump and you wanted to believe it.
That's 1,800. Yeah,
it is 1,800 long.
What's that? I like Trump.
You like Trump, but you wanted. That's what I mean. I think people wanted it to be real.
It wouldn't make me not like him.
That's what Jerry said.
Jerry's smart.
I expect this from him.
See, that's right.
That's what Jerry said.
Now, I don't want Trump to be president. That's where you and I differ. But
I didn't want him to be, but now that he is, I'm going to enjoy it.
Well, I hope. Look, it's our country. I hope he's good.
Why would I want
him not to be good? I want him to be good.
It's like betting against the captain of your boat, hoping he fails.
But there's a lot of people like that.
No, I want him to work. I didn't want him to be president, and it's nothing personal. I don't think he should be president. But he
more
is.
Than personal.
So he is. So now,
do you find this fun at all, Trump? Some of the tweets and just how he just tells it like it is, and
you read those tweets with enthusiasm. You know it's going to be something stupid.
I mean, it's like your show now is the White House.
Yeah.
And is it true that Trump once hired you, Mr. Springer?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Speak on it.
Yeah, I worked for him. I hosted the Miss Universe pageant.
Oh, that's right.
In Vietnam.
Did you ever hook up with any of those chicks?
What? No. I'm 73 years old. Why? I wouldn't know what to do.
That's right. They know what to do.
Text me, cuz.
Yeah.
In Vietnam, you said? So it won't be 1,800 there for two girls to do it.
So when people in my
two girls pissing on a bed in Vietnam is free.
Yeah, it's free.
So when people in my generation say, "Were you in Nam?" I said, "Yeah, but I don't want to talk about it." I still wake up in the middle of the night screaming, "Miss Venezuela, Miss Venezuela!"
Did you get to talk to Trump though, or was he hired you and that was it?
No, We talked. I've met him on a few occasions.
Were you in a bus with him like Billy Bush?
No. And I don't have anything personal. I mean, he's only been nice to me.
Grab him by the wonton.
He's only been nice to me, so there's nothing personal. Guy. But as I said, there are people in my family who I love intensely, but I don't want them to be
Yes.
president.
That's my whole family.
That's what I'm saying.
Name those family members for us. Who is it? Your Uncle Reggie?
How do you know him? No, but so that's it. I don't think he should be. But he is the president, so of course I want him to succeed. Why do I want America to fail?
Right. Him failing is us failing.
I think we got to take a break. Lionel, you sticking around? You got to get out of here.
I got to run, but let me just say something.
All right.
No.
He did say
Do you mind if I say something? Can I just wrap this up?
I think you said a lot.
Final thought.
Final thought from Lionel.
This is one of the best times I've ever had. You missed everything.
Oh, damn.
You should have seen me crush Jerry about Cuba.
Did you?
And I appreciate what you have done because I'm telling you, there is going to be, you are a part of our cultural history in our tapestry.
No question
you
about
are a mosaic.
Yep.
What you've done. And I know, and there's no but here. It's true, and I mean that.
But so is John Benet Ramsey.
And yet, you have always...
They did it. They killed that girl.
You think?
100%.
Final point.
The brother?
Go right. Lionel,
Everybody
Be
killed her.
careful of that crap, because the brother's suing everybody.
The brother did not do it then. He had nothing to do with it.
We have no idea.
The brother's completely innocent.
Yeah.
Jerry, I'm dodging a bullet there, huh?
Yeah. We honestly have no idea.
We don't know.
Sorry,
not the brother, though.
It's okay.
Lionel, you looking sharp.
Lionel's like,
No, you got a good show. Like,
I love Lionel.
Lionel's taking his ball and going home. Lionel's taking his ball and going home.
Derrick Rose does.
Shake Lionel.
No,
Shake him.
Finish. You were talking.
No, but what I'm saying is, let me just finish.
Yes.
This is it true? I'm serious. Have you ever seen a show this good for Jerry? Because see, nobody knows your depth.
Yeah.
Nobody understands
Oh,
Jerry.
that's why Jerry's here. That's
He's
why
a
Jerry's
smart
here.
Guy.
Yes.
You know, you're thinking, but you're wrong. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's passionate.
Because you've got spunk. And like the great Ed Asner said as Lou Grant, I hate spunk. But you've got it. And what I want people to do is to talk. And let me tell you something, Opie.
Yes, Lionel.
For the longest
this
time,
better be nice.
You've been
better
pulling
be
this
nice.
Sherrod.
Hey, how you
that
doing,
this show is about, this is a smart show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry, you heard that right.
And I'm serious.
Nailed
it's an
it,
honor.
bro.
It's an honor.
Thank you, Lionel.
It is.
Thank
You, Carl, there's no hope for you.
Zero.
Bro, I love celebrities.
Gone. And Sherrod has been able to add something which is terrific, and I want to thank you.
Yeah, Lionel.
And Jerry, you're a good man, and I thank you for that. And we agree more than you ever know about that which truly matters.
Yes.
You have no idea.
You're part of it. Sure, you made more money off of black people fighting than Don King.
I lean, by the way, more toward Lionel just because I don't think Lionel believes in the system, right?
No.
You're not a fan of the system. I'm not a fan of the system.
I'm a revolutionary. I do not want any...
Say that around Cuba, then we got fucked.
No, revolution means a change.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
a
fine.
change, a mutation.
Came up with a great T-shirt, though, bro.
The Che Guevara T-shirt.
There is more about
He's
Marxist
Bolivian.
ideology that I agree with.
Sold a lot of
Seriously,
shirts,
in terms
though.
of
A lot.
helping
Jay-Z
people.
likes it.
I love that money.
Serious. Controlled
I would
economy.
like Che Guevara
banksters,
T-shirt money.
running roughshod. Poor people. Soros causing dissension in the
So you believe we should have health insurance for all Americans?
everybody. It is an absolute...
Honestly, some people should be allowed to die.
Then you're sitting here, absolutely. But then don't sit here and say, gosh, I wanted Trump. You said you didn't vote for Trump.
Me.
Yeah.
He voted for himself.
But, you can't...
No, absolutely.
And the people that are going to get screwed the most are the people in the rural areas who voted for him.
That's
they
why
don't
it's
get
a lovely thing.
They are about to find out that their insurance is going away. At least 20 million of them.
Can I give you in 1 minute what I would do if I was president, real quickly?
Yes.
I would walk out and people would say, who is this guy? Who is he? And I'd walk out and there's like 10 ninjas around me or something.
I fucking love
ninjas. You see
ninjas.
these people? They're ninjas. I've immediately fired the CIA, Secret Service are all gone. These guys have sworn fealty to me. They love me. Number one, we should go right now live. We've nationalized the Fed. You see that? That's Janet Yellen. She's being frog marched out of there because the Fed belongs to us, not a bunch of central banksters. Private central bank, 1913. That's number one. Number two, healthcare is a right. All drug laws criminalizing drugs immediately by executive order repealed. Period. Put all my money into education and I go on and on and on.
Right.
I'm about us.
you're oversimplifying a bunch of things, I think. But
I'm pretty close to what you think, Jerry.
Yeah, but I'm totally believe. I think the simplest way to make sure everyone has health insurance overnight is to just change one sentence in the Medicare laws. Right now, you're 65, you get Medicare. I think the day you're born, you should start getting Medicare. If everyone was on Medicare, because we know Medicare works, then the two things would happen. Everyone would have insurance. Mm-hmm. Taxes would go up to pay for that.
Ooh, I don't like that, Jerry.
Listen, wait, I'm about to tell you something.
I'm out.
Wait, no. I'll tell you what.
Taxes suck.
Not very much, and here's why.
How much money you make under the table, though, bro?
No.
I love doing
I'm giving you your answer.
Jerry's giving you your answer. You goddamn hot sandwich making son of a bitch. Listen to Jerry.
You lost me at taxes, Jerry.
If we had everyone having health insurance, we would no longer have health insurance paid for by your business where you work. That means that every American company could, for the first time, compete with companies overseas, because companies overseas don't have to pay the health insurance for their employees. Therefore, they can have lower prices, and they compete unfairly with American companies. All of a sudden, American companies wouldn't have to provide health insurance because everyone would be getting it through Medicare, and now all of a sudden there'd be greater profits, more employment, and more people paying into the system. Because more people are paying into the system now, because more people are working, there's more revenue collected, and your taxes don't have to go up so much. But every American would have health insurance.
And you call me simple, and I
drop. Wow, look at wow, Jerry.
Holy shit. Yeah, he got it.
That was a little too close to this.
That was a little close
Jerry,
to
make sure you keep that high. It was a little low. It was a little low, Jerry.
That was a little low.
That's an excellent point, though. I like that.
That's perfect. You guys should come to Pop's Diner. It's cash only. We got an ATM in the front.
All right. Lionel's got to go. He's doing TV for RT, right?
Look at him looking sharp.
Look at him.
Look at
that suit is beautiful.
God damn, looking like new money,
Lionel.
Wait. He's
strong.
That's a custom suit. Look at the buttons.
Well, now at the end of the story, you tell me that he's working for RT.
Is that bad? I don't know.
That's Russian television.
Yes. So what? There's nothing wrong with Russian television.
Nothing wrong with it, but I understand your whole point of view.
Is PBS okay?
Yes. RT is okay. RT's okay. But if I would have known that going in, now everything you said about how Russia's being the good guys with all this would make a little more sense.
No, I'm not.
You say he's in Russia's pocket. He's in a Russian man's pocket.
Who paid for that suit?
Wow. There we go.
Comrade.
I only know one Russian word. One Russian word. Garage key. You know what that means?
Garage key.
It's a key that opens a garage. What do you think?
Lionel, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You brought that joke over to Kew Gardens.
Lionel Nation on YouTube, right?
Yeah, Lionel Nation on YouTube.
He's putting up a video every day, and they're strong.
Yeah, they are.
I love Lionel.
Yeah, they are.
He's unbelievable.
And Lionel Media on the Twitter.
Impeccable. That suit is impeccable.
Look like hold something. You know you got it.
Those Russians can make suits.
Wait.
Swine, you.
All right, you know what? Quick break. We'll be back to do plugs because we want to get a picture with these guys.
They look like the reunion for the fucking...
Oh, my mom's going to
love it. And the League of Their Own coaches.
Opie Radio is back.
I haven't watched the show in a while, Jerry.
I'll watch it. I still watch it.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Are they fighting again? Did you bring back the fights? Did
they bring back the fights?
Yeah, they've been fighting forever. Yeah.
The bell, that boxing bell, is a whole character to itself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. They could be best friends. But
it's like, you heard the bell. Sorry, Grandma. It's the best.
And no lawsuits for the fighting ever?
No, there's so many lawyers around the place signing waivers. Plus, no one gets hurt. They're pulling wigs. They're wrestling.
That need to be a ringtone, that bell. Yeah. You're missing out on some money there, Jerry.
Right.
Get a Jerry Springer ringtone and that bell goes off on your phone.
You know what? I do get people coming up to me. They want me to be their answering service.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We all
get big money up for that.
Oh, well, yeah, because when you call, if you're calling your girlfriend and I answer the phone, hi, this is Jerry Springer. Kate can't come to the phone right now.
So good.
Hey, Kate, can you take it?
God,
okay, yeah. I mean, why?
What do you got in front of you, Carl?
It's a Cuban custom. I'm a fan of somebody, so I want to give you something. Thank you. So they sell these downstairs. These are superheroes, but they're cats. That's for you, Jerry.
This is the most Latino.
Thank you very much. With these
appreciate
cats, you ought to give it to Trump.
It's for you, Jerry.
Is this really something Cubans do?
I'm with you.
I kind of made it up. Nah, I just wanted to give Jerry a thing.
So you went down to the street and bought something?
I wanted to buy you something.
He is a nice guy. Call him a nice guy.
Oh my
Such
God.
a fanboy. Let me see this, Jerry.
And it's the colors. When you're in Cuba.
That's pretty nice, Jerry.
It's almost Caribbean.
Don't give it to Opie.
We were in Cuba.
What? I'm not ripping up Jerry's gift.
We were in Cuba.
I got so nervous. I thought he was going to rip it to smithereens.
Yeah, we were in Cuba in May. Last May.
Oh, how was it?
It's beautiful. Honestly.
How was the people?
It is great.
Yes.
The people are great. And they love Americans. The people.
Of course they do.
We know that.
And
like a walking $100 bill down there.
Yeah. It's so great. And the music. Yeah.
It's like, we know you got it, Jerry.
Jerry, what
$100 bill? That's change. No, I'm thinking.
Jerry.
Yeah. Honestly, I love being around little people.
Well, you're around the littlest right now.
And small.
Jerry, what'd you do in Cuba?
Went down with our podcast, and because our podcast is a third of it is music, because we do it at a coffee shop every week, and it's
in Cincinnati,
right across the river into Ludlow, Kentucky, but it's roots music. Yeah. So the people up from the coal mines and whatever. So it's guitars, banjos, fiddles. Yeah. And so we wanted and we do a lot of folk music, which is protest music back when I was young. So we want to see what is the protest music in Cuba. It was big at the time of Castro, early Castro, and now there are people that want, the younger generation is wanting changes in Cuba. So there's like an underground protest.
It's a sound. It's a different sound.
Just so you know the name of the music, it's called Punto Guajiro.
Punto
Guajiro.
And what does that mean there, Carl?
It means the layman's story.
Yes.
Like the common man story.
It's just like hip-hop is documenting what's going on in the hood. Well, it's documenting what's going on the island.
And isn't it a form of hip-hop or no?
Well, it has African influences. Everything has African influences.
Look at episode 90. Episode 90 you'll like. There you go.
Episode 90? We're doing a show right now. I can't listen to this.
How'd you like the food, Jer?
And that's how we do it. Cool. That's the food was superb.
Wait, who do you do the podcast with, Jerry?
The fella to my right there in the picture is Gene Galvin. He's been my best friend for 45 years. We raised our kids together, etc. And
y'all got some stories, huh?
Yeah. So we just every week.
You see Jerry smile?
Yeah, they got stories.
Are those mojitos, Jerry?
And the young woman to the left, Megan Hills, she does voices, so she does a lot of impersonations. So we get a call, for example, every week from Melania Trump.
Oh, she's a friend of mine. So watch what you say right now.
Very nice lady.
Thank you.
Very nice lady.
Sweet. I'll tell her that you send your love.
Please do.
I will. Please do.
Jerry flies. Jerry was telling me before the show.
Actually,
she's a nice lady.
We did Good Morning America a couple times too.
She's the hottest first lady we've ever had.
Easily.
I think.
Easily. Jack us up, Jerry.
Maybe Eisenhower.
Well, she was. She could take a punch.
We went through the first. Jerry liked that one.
A donkey punch.
Jerry liked that one. High fives around the room. Wow. Me and Sherrod went through the first ladies one day on this show. Not a lot of lookers, Jerry, over the years.
Stern-looking faces.
But Springer was telling me before the show that he flies down to Cincinnati, but does it across the river every Tuesday just to do the podcast.
Wait, you fly there every...
we do the TV show in Stamford, Connecticut.
Right
outside here.
Getting those tax breaks, Jerry. Getting those tax breaks.
You know what I feel about taxes, Jerry.
Yeah, NBC moved us there about 8-9 years ago because we were in Chicago.
Right.
And I'll be honest, I didn't want to move because Chicago, a great city.
As soon as you left, they started shooting people.
But they were...
Oprah fucked the whole thing up for everybody else when she left.
Y'all saved a lot of money, though, in Stamford.
No, Connecticut gives... NBC moved a lot of their shows to Stamford. Yeah. NBC Sports is there.
And now New York's trying to catch up. That's why they gave out all those new breaks last year.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do.
But anyway, so we do the show there, but we do 3 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and after the second show, I fly to Cincinnati Tuesday night to do the podcast there, and then Wednesday I fly. Usually I'm doing Price is Right, the live national tour of the show. We do it in theaters and casinos across the country.
Jerry, how much money do you need?
Oh, I volunteer.
You fly? You got your own plane, Jerry?
Yeah.
That's for the church.
Do you really have your own plane?
Yeah. Of course he does. You think he's doing all this flying on a goddamn JetBlue?
You don't have a plane? Loser!
Jerry! Jerry. Wow. He's still on TWA.
Well, when are we going to get the invite? I've never been on a private plane.
Yeah.
What? Not once.
I love private planes.
Not once. Not once.
Let's not break the streak.
You will never.
I thought we were developing a friendship here today.
I love flying private.
It's the only way to do it.
I love it.
It's the only way to do it.
One time I flew private, and then I had to fly commercial back, and I'm looking at these people like there were cockroaches in the airport. I want to spit on them.
I heard that. Is that true? I heard that they're...
What?
That when you go on an airplane, there are other people on it with you?
Jerry, sometimes, Jerry. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're right, sometimes. And you don't even know them. How gross is that?
I mean, you wouldn't want other people in your house.
Oh, so what, you got that G4, G5? What you dealing with over there, Jerry?
No, it's a G1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's only $30 million.
G1. Who the hell has a G1?
I don't know.
It's a Gulfstream 100.
Gulfstream 100. That's a quick plane.
Yeah, it's very fast. Yeah, it is.
Who's your pilot you usually fly with? Who's your pilot you got? You got somebody you trust?
Yeah, I have, VJ and Danny. And
okay.
They work for me. They're pilots.
Yeah. Okay. So you're a flight attendant. You better have something sexy in the back with you. Who's the flight attendant on the flights? God damn it. Jerry. Yeah.
He raised those eyebrows.
You gotta have a tasty back there for it.
Doesn't mean you're doing anything, Jerry.
No.
Is she Asian? Because that's what you should have.
No,
I always like to get a hot girl and then make them get White Castles for me when I'm playing. So I'm eating White Castle, farting it up with a hot flight attendant.
Class act, that's Sherrod.
Dutch oven earns 30,000 feet.
That's why you don't have a plane, cuz, because you do crazy shit.
I can borrow mine. I borrow them, though. I make a call. Somebody send me one.
We had a wild time with Lionel and Jerry. It was fun, right, Carl?
I think Lionel got a little shook up. I think he doesn't think that Jerry had like 9 final thoughts in a row. You can't survive that.
How about this? He doesn't have a final thoughts book.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
You don't have a final thoughts book?
Thank you, Sherrod.
Erock's going to put it together.
You're throwing money away. You're running around the country doing prices.
No, you're going to make the money, but let Erock do it.
I can't.
He's creative.
I can't take any more money. It's absurd.
Send it to charity. That's my middle name.
Yeah.
That one makes so much money.
Charity? She's the flight attendant.
Charity Rodriguez, I know.
Why wouldn't he have a final thoughts book?
That's a no-brainer.
I used to, before I did the show, for 10 years, I anchored the news for the NBC affiliate in Cincinnati, and at the end of every newscast, I did a 2-minute commentary. That's where I got the idea to do it.
Okay.
And there was a book which really was for charity. The proceeds went to charity. On the final thought, on the commentaries I did on the news. But they're all dated because it was the 1980s. Right. It's all about Reagan and stuff like that. So it would have no...
But the other stuff from the show is all about our relationships. That's never ending.
Being positive.
First of all, in college, I owned a clothing store in college called Materialistic in Baltimore, Maryland.
Great. Yeah.
One of our hottest sellers, this is in the hood.
Yeah.
This is a couple blocks from the school.
Yeah.
And one of our hottest sellers...
Baltimore?
In Baltimore. Called Materialistic.
Pit beef is the best.
Will you stop naming hot places to eat while I get through the story?
The love affair between you two is over.
I do love them. I want to hear everything about chaps. But my hottest seller in the store, Jerry.
So good.
Get out of here, Paul. My hottest seller in the store. Stop taking his attention away from me.
No, go ahead.
Was your tapes. We used to bootleg Jerry Springer tapes.
Really?
And that was the hottest selling thing.
Too hot for TV.
Yes, the Too Hot for TV.
Too Hot
made
for TV.
Me so much money. You have no idea.
Did you make your own copies with the double?
Yes, I used to burn them. I had
VCR?
I had the 10 thing. I can burn 10 things
This is true. There were several years where, without getting into the details, but we made more money. I made more money on those tapes.
Yes.
That's when the G1 came.
It was the hottest thing.
Wait, the legal ones or the bootlegs?
No, the legal ones.
Yeah, that Too Hot for TV. I forgot all about that until this very moment.
I would buy one.
Whose idea was that?
At the time, I don't remember. It wasn't mine. But at the time, it became the big, and till this day, it may be, I don't know, but it's the biggest TV VHS at the time that was ever sold.
Sure.
Easily.
Yeah.
Because it was the best of. You got right to the fights. You didn't have to hear the backstory.
Not even the best of. It was the stuff they realized, this is great,
put it on TV.
Put it on the air.
Yeah. And no blurring. No blurring anything. It was just titties.
So good.
Punching titties.
It was the best.
It was so good.
Yeah. There were several Christmases where we were the stocking stuffer.
Yes, you were.
Jerry's a legend.
That was
and you were bootlegging them?
Was I? I was to burn them.
You owe Jerry a few
Hey, you owe me some money.
Yeah. 6 figures, at least.
6 figures.
At least.
Come on.
I swear to you.
Wow.
It was a hot seller for like a decade.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Carl, you were telling me other facts about Jerry Springer.
Oh, let me tell you, I'm a big Jerry fan.
What was the one thing you were telling me about him?
So when Jerry started, tell me if I'm wrong.
It's not going to be one of those bad stories. We've done all the bad stories with Jerry.
This is a great story.
Past all that.
No, this is really shines a light on who he is.
Okay.
So when he started, when he started,
I'm about to find out who I am.
Jerry's nervous.
Yes.
So when Jerry started, he was doing one of those 2-minute talks when he first started about Elvis and the the thing that tells what is that? What do you put that? What do you do?
Teleprompter.
The teleprompter broke and he shit the bed.
That's what you want to do to Jerry right now?
I thought it was a funny story. I think it's funny.
Is it online?
I don't know if it's online.
Is it online, Jerry?
We'll find it. Jerry Elvis.
What happened?
Oh, come on.
I had just started.
Oh, come on. Here it is.
Oh, yes.
What? That's not necessary.
Come on, Jerry. Jerry. Yeah.
We're all friends here.
Handsome man.
We're all friends here.
They're like 2 Elvises.
It was for Elvis's 50th birthday.
Yeah, Jerry, looks like you got 3 wigs on their picture.
That was my Trump hair.
Jerry's got that strong hair.
That's very strong. Look at that Bill Blass title.
Holy shit!
You're just making fun of me.
Jerry still's got his hair.
I don't know why.
Still got a hair.
Yeah.
Well, you see, here's the only thing that's inaccurate there. It says the 85 birthday commentary.
Right.
It really was that could have been. Remember that television show Bloopers and
Practical Jokes.
And Practical Jokes. This was lifted off of that in 85.
Yeah,
because the year I did it was January of 83. Okay. Because I just started doing the news. Okay. So it was like my second or third week on.
And they sent you to Nebraska, right?
Yes. Not Iowa. Des Moines.
To get rid of the New York accent.
Yeah, to take speech lessons so I would get rid of the New York accent.
Wow.
And back then, the teleprompters were like when you go to the grocery store, the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
They would have the sheets, 8x11 sheets with a script on the conveyor belt. There was a camera pointing down at it, and then the script would go underneath and pass by. Well, that means your whole livelihood was dependent on the intern who put the sheets in.
Yes.
If she didn't put them in the right order, or she put them in upside down, or she's ticked off at you for some reason, you get screwed in the middle of your talk.
It's like Anchorman.
You're like in the middle of a sentence. Now, so it's one thing just to ad-lib while you're talking.
Right.
But if you're reading a speech and it's stopped in the middle of the sentence, how do you suddenly ad-lib? Because
you got nothing.
The written speech had a certain flow to it. I'm going... And, of course, I'm brand new. I had never done this before, and I am stumbling, and that's what this tape is.
I've never seen this.
Me either.
Thank you, Carl.
No problem.
Push play on this.
Big fan. Me and my mom.
Glad I could do the background intro.
Here, of course, to celebrate his 50th birthday. He wouldn't have been if no one had the chance to
now I've
see
lost
that.
it. See, I'm panicking.
Our defiance, our youth, our naivety, and our vulnerability.
You can't hear what I'm saying. So
what we remember most about Elvis is not the fact that he died, but we are reminded
when Elvis was young, and of course he died, and he's very young.
Jerry talked over the whole thing.
He don't like that at all.
Did you hear it? I couldn't hear it. Oh, you mean I had to put these on?
Yes.
I'm sorry. No.
You should know that.
I thought you weren't getting any sound.
Oh, Jerry.
I killed the moment. Play it again.
It's like that. It's like
I killed the moment. I'm sorry. Play it one more time.
Oh, I don't think he's going to allow us to hear this.
I'll put it on.
I honestly didn't know.
All right. It's like, Dad, you got the phone upside down. Turn the phone other way.
We got to give Jerry a break because he does have a flip phone.
Yeah, that's right. He
has the flip phone.
Now, that flip phone can call a jet, though.
Look at that clip.
He's not here, of course, to celebrate his 50th birthday. He wouldn't have been if no one had the chance to see that. Our defiance, our youth, our naivety, and our vulnerability. What we remember most about Elvis is not the fact that he died, but we are reminded about the fact that when he was young and when he was young.
They're all
laughing. The weather guy and the co-anchor, they're all laughing hysterically, and I'm dying up there. Well, he was young, and he, of course, was. He died.
You're laughing now. You're dumping jet fuel on their shitty little house in Cincinnati. Who's laughing now?
Jerry got him back.
I think he wants
some fuel over that neighborhood.
Oh, God, that was
some of that blue ice.
Yeah, some blue ice over there.
Right through their roof.
3-bedroom shit ranch in Ohio.
So this was good enough of a blooper that they put it on the blooper show.
Yeah. I mean, it really was a classic. It was just, it was great.
That was one of those humana.
And I didn't know what to do.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's too good. So that's when Dick Clark and Ed McMahon still hosted Blooper Show.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Dick Clark?
Yeah, I did. Here's a story that you don't know.
Here we go.
I doubt it, Jer.
Dick Clark, probably around 10, 15 years ago, had his 50th anniversary of the Dick Clark Show.
Right.
Oh, it's 50 years since he started it. The dance. What do we call it? Dance.
American
Bandstand.
Hell of a show.
And ABC had a Sunday night primetime special where he brought back the singers that were all, still alive that had appeared
like
on
Chubby
the show.
Checker,
all of these guys. Yeah. And me. I was the only non-musician on his special.
Why? What?
It made no sense. It made no sense. And I guess what my agent told me was, they wanted to have someone who was younger, because back then, get a younger audience. And
again, what the hell were you doing there?
The fans of the show would watch that, not me. And so I was up there singing.
No.
What?
With Little Richard.
Oh, my God.
Get the fuck out of here.
The Pointer Sisters.
Is that it?
Is that you?
This is this fucking show right here.
That's Lance Bass.
Well,
if I see Jerry Springer singing with Little Richard, I'm going to lose it.
This is the actual
legend,
show.
That's the actual show itself.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, he was
that's
in the show,
Seagal.
too.
Jim Belushi.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's Belushi.
Yeah.
He was at the show, too.
That's not Belushi.
Clarence Clemens when he was still alive?
Yeah. So
wow.
anyway, and at rehearsals, we do Good Golly Miss Molly with Little Richard I sang.
Oh my God.
So they give me a guitar. I play guitar a little bit, but not, but I can play the chords.
Right.
So during rehearsal, in the middle, I say, stop. They go, what? And I go to Little Richard, that's a G.
There you are. Look, there you are.
Oh,
Jerry.
Yeah. You know what is really awful?
And it was 15 years ago.
It's whatever I talk about, you guys suddenly put up on the screen. That's just magic.
It's 2017.
Everybody gets shocked by that.
These things work. You can see pictures.
Oh,
What do you want to see, Jerry?
I'll tell you, these moving
You want to
pictures.
see some down blousing?
Down blousing is the best, Jerry.
Show a little down blouse. Yeah, show a little down blouse.
I think it is.
No, it's not.
It's better.
It's gateway porn.
Oh.
It's not porn, but it's like
porn.
It's for the honest man's,
No, that's
pinky peek.
Respect.
No
respect.
I'm sorry, Jerry.
No, I got kids.
Me too.
I got
No respect for Mr. Springer.
show the little down blouse though. We want to see at least one.
Yeah, so
you
know
what we're talking about.
Do you know how many I get to?
There you go. There's down
It's
blousing.
just little girls cleaning.
That's
You just look down the blouse. It ain't nothing big.
See, little peaks. Little peaks, Jerry.
Here's
That's all.
what you guys
See,
don't
like,
do you have any idea how many I see in a week?
Oh,
what?
Just for the show.
Jerry, invite me, Jerry.
Jerry's got toilet cams in that studio.
He has to. He must. The rules are there ain't no rules.
Does it happen on the plane?
You know what? Jerry Springer show used to be my porn before I had porn.
Yeah,
I would just pause it and rub it out.
Don't tell Jerry.
Mine was
that.
Wonder
He needs
Woman,
to know.
then Jerry Springer as I got older.
I'm
Wonder
so
Woman.
proud.
Yeah, Linda Carter.
I was like, I can't afford porn in college. Pause.
Do people come
I
up?
do it too.
Jerry, do people come up to you and say, "Hey, I was on the Jerry Springer show 20 years ago. Look at you now."
Yeah, once in a while. Well, we also once in a while have the kids of our original guests.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, my mom was on, and these people were told not to procreate.
And they did.
And they did.
And the hotels that you provided for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So, you do run into that. Well, think about it. Figure 200 shows a year. We finished we're now 26 years. So you figure we finished 200. So you figure 5,000 shows.
5,200.
Okay. So I figure we finished 25 years. 5,000 shows. You have at least 10 guests a show, right?
Right.
Easily. with a 3-story, more than, but let's say 10. That's 50,000 people have been on our show.
Wow.
That's not, that really is, think of that.
That's crazy.
That's a nation of perverts.
Yes. Yeah.
50,000
And that's just
people.
the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the verts in this country.
Yeah. And then you wonder why we have Trump.
Yeah. Oh.
They voted.
Whoa. He just made it political.
No, it's not political.
He just made it political.
No. We both work for NBC.
But out of those 50,000 people who were on the show, Jerry, 3 voted.
Yeah, not a lot of voters, I would
3
assume.
voted out of all those guests.
No. Well, I'd say 7.
Do you still enjoy it?
I love it. It's so much fun.
It is. It looks fun.
That's the truth. No joking. I'm lucky I don't need to make a living anymore. There's no other reason I can even think of why I do it other than it's fun to do.
Yes. And
there's no other, I can't even come up, like when I have interviews, why do you got to come up with, I can't even think of another, even a funny reason.
Right.
There's no other conceivable reason for doing it other than you enjoy doing it.
Tell me you want to stay out of the house.
That's amazing.
That's a funny answer.
No, my wife's a good shot.
I love when you added the stripper pole. That's when you just accepted who you were.
I like when you
next year.
We don't have a stripper pole in here. We're the Jerry Springer Show.
Well, we've had people, people dancing on the pole for years, but this year we're doing something new.
Okay.
This year they're going to be dancing on a Czechoslovakian.
Wow. There you go with the Eastern European jokes.
I like it.
Straight from
I got
Jerry
a whole
from
file.
Kew Gardens.
Give me something from Latvia. Which is Baltic, not Eastern. But anyway.
But it's close enough.
Yeah, I need a Latvian joke.
We certainly got it. We understood.
Americans don't know.
Jerry, you want some iced coffee?
No, thank you. Why should I have anything?
It's delicious.
Oh, you didn't bring
You didn't
Jerry
put any
anything?
order in?
I sent you a text. I didn't get it.
Here you go, Jerry.
Oh, first me, now Jerry Springer. Huh,
I'll
Rob?
take care of Jerry.
What do you want, Jerry?
I'll take care of
still
Jerry.
got time.
I'm taking care of Jerry.
He's going to put 2 straws in hands of him and Jerry on shirt. Like it's a malt.
No, actually, I'm good.
You sure?
really good.
I had
It'll
my
take 2
Starbucks
minutes.
this morning.
Don't let him know that, though.
Get a pulse in Chile.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry about that, Jerry Springer.
It ain't right. I'll tell you that. Montel
sure you don't
Williams
want
came
the
in here. They got him everything he wanted.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Maury comes in here a lot.
Oh, I bet.
It's all back rubs for Maury.
Maury's all right.
How do you feel about Maury? You friends with him?
Good guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You ever had beef, Jerry? You and Maury, you ever say something slick about you? Say, oh, okay, I'm going to have to check this son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
One time. 3 no's mean yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no, honestly, we all work in the same studio. It's different days. I shoot on Mondays, Steve and Maury.
Okay.
So we're all...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, Steve.
Remember Oprah had all y'all on at one time, didn't she? Like Sally, Jesse, you... More, didn't that happen?
No,
or did I have a fever dream and think that?
No, she did have a bunch of... She didn't have us.
Jerry wasn't part of that.
She didn't invite you to that?
It was Phil Donahue. It was
Sally
Jesse Raphael. It was
Ricky Lake.
I think Ricky was on there.
She was on it. That's why our next birth came out. Remember, she
I
got a
will
new
say,
show after
Oprah's
that.
always been very nice to me. So, I mean, there's no...
Right.
Plus,
I'm looking for the beef, Jerry. Come on. Who you want to smack the shit out of?
well, no one doing the business because no one's like our show. In other words, we're
Right.
not really competing with
Does
anybody. We
Geraldo
have
ever
a
see you?
niche.
What about Geraldo
I don't
Rivera?
think he likes me.
There we go. Because you stole his shit.
Politically.
You the R. Kelly to his Aaron Hall.
No, politically they're very different.
But the shows were still fiery shows.
No, I don't, yeah.
I don't
I
think
don't
it
have
had-
anything against him at all.
But
But
he got something against you.
Well, he said something. He
Here
says
we-
once in a while.
Oh, what did he say?
Here we go.
Jerry?
I don't
knew it.
know.
Here we
Sitting
go.
up in my chair.
Here we go, Opie.
Thank you, Sherrod.
What did he say? I know where his
What'd he
house
say?
is. We go check
I
him.
don't remember. It just wasn't flattering. I mean, it was kind of like, oh, Springer is show, something
Smut?
like
He
that.
call you some type of smut peddler?
No.
Let's march across the street to Fox right now.
No,
They
no.
won't let us
We'll
in.
drag him out. They'll let me in. I'll drag him out the building.
No, I like him. And frankly, I think he really knows how to work the media. I think,
He does.
Yeah, he really
He's
does.
very good at that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't have anything against him.
I want
He's
to
got
bring
something against you, though. When is he coming? He's coming in here next week. I'm going to get it out of him. So you might as well drop it now.
Jerry. What did you?
I swear, if you held a gun in my head, I can't think of anything.
No violence here.
Yeah,
All right,
we've ever
Google
had.
it. Paul, Google it.
No.
So we'll pull it
Obviously,
up.
you said stuff.
Why did I?
We'll pull it up.
Obviously,
He
you said
didn't
something.
say anything.
You said something that pissed off Geraldo.
Yes.
That's what I'm guessing.
I think Geraldo said something that pissed off Jerry.
Some kind of liberal thing.
Oh,
like
maybe.
that.
Yep,
Little
yep,
liberal action
yep,
for Jerry.
yep.
What?
And
What is he
Geraldo
saying?
took offense to it. I'm guessing.
I don't think so.
Put Jerry.
Jerry versus.
I see a Jerry versus Geraldo WWF grudge match.
Oh, well, that was they were going to have us box kind of. Yeah.
Who's the money on?
Jerry.
He would kick my ass.
He got too much of that Latino passion.
It doesn't matter. My grandson can beat me up. I mean, what?
I love Jerry, but he's not. He's
not a scrapper.
Not with Geraldo. We got to give that.
Come on.
We got to give that.
Come on.
Hey, I want to bring up something. Lionel was in here. Jerry, I thought, made a very good point about Trump's Twitter.
Okay.
Are you nervous about someone hacking into Trump's Twitter, saying something ridiculous? I mean, your scenario was actually pretty scary about how there's some kind of nuclear or dirty bomb, let's say, in Chicago. I want people to leave immediately.
I think they have to take the Twitter away from him the day he's sworn in, because now it's national security.
That's true.
You get some terrorist, not even a terrorist, some crazy clown that hacks into his Twitter account, so you think it's coming from him, from Trump. It's 3:00 in the morning, and he's tweeting, there's just been some nuclear fuel has spilled in downtown Chicago. Please leave your homes immediately. Can you imagine? There'd be riots in the street.
But if it's on Trump's Twitter, I would laugh like I do at everything else. He tweeted me like this. That's not nuclear waste. That's black people.
Yeah.
That's not. But I think differently.
The ambient just
I would play along.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Unbelievable. We're going out to dinner tonight.
Yes.
I mean, what they could put on there.
There's a lot of stuff to put on.
You're not worried about that, though, Sherrod?
Not really.
Lionel really wasn't either.
Because they'll go straight to the once that's out on Twitter, not only they'll delete the tweet, and they can track the person who did it, they'll go right on TV and say that wasn't real.
He'll be on TV. Until, let's be honest, if you saw that, because if 20 million people are watching him on Twitter, and right away they get it, you're not going to stick around, well, let's see what they say about this. What if it say, let's go get the Muslim churches now?
Let's go
people
do it.
It just takes
First
a few.
of all, it's a mosque. Show some respect. It's not a Muslim church. It's a mosque.
Wow, Jared's got some thoughts.
And what about the Muslim Bible? What does that say about it? It's not a Muslim Bible.
It's the Quran. It's unbelievable.
I have to call him on it.
Yeah. It's unbelievable what could happen with hacking.
Well, when Trump talks about a company, that the stock goes up.
Yes. What could he do to the market?
Yeah.
You just put something on the market because you're going to trade within the hour. It's too late. Right. You call in a trade. It could be 5 minutes. I just got to have that out there for 5 minutes, and I'll make $20 million.
Well, Obama had a White House account on Twitter,
but they took his BlackBerry away the day he got sworn in. Remember,
first of all, Jerry is an African American berry.
Yes. I'm joking. This is a little different. Technology's much different.
He'll still have a Twitter, but he's going to have the White House Twitter.
It's going to be very risky.
Well, I mean, Obama had the POTUS Twitter, though.
Yeah,
that could have got
hacked too.
I forgot about that.
So they'll just have his account on the White House account, but he's still going to be on Twitter.
I guess to Jerry's point, if you saw that on the POTUS account, you wouldn't take it as seriously as
because nobody
Trump's.
paid attention to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course we got to bring that into the discussion. There is a POTUS.
So you got to put
a POTUS account. Someone is watching, with
constantly?
high authorities, probably.
Well,
watching
I would imagine that's what's going to.
That doesn't get out there for 3 seconds before it's there. This is different. He's sitting, in his home at 3:00 in the morning. He just says,
"I wouldn't be surprised they already had a meeting with Twitter, though. Like, look, we gotta look at this and keep an eye on this close."
Well, that could be. I hope that's
one
the
thing's
case.
for definitely sure. Twitter is fucking licking chops over Trump because he took their stock and raised it.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, it was number 3, suffering, talking about going out of business at one point.
Yeah, but Twitter can't make money. They can't monetize the damn thing still.
They just got to find a way now, but at least they got at least 4 years of this good time where they can figure it out.
All right, listen, we do have to take a break. Jerry Springer, what are you promoting? And don't leave us.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Listen to my podcast.
Yes, do that.
Yes, what's the name of it?
Jerry Springer Podcast.
That was simple enough.
Yes. Just listen to it. We do it every week, but you can listen anytime, of course. And we do it live on Facebook. You can see it live. But otherwise...
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And we do it at a coffee shop in Ludlow, Kentucky, right across the river from Cincinnati.
Ludlow's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful town.
Yeah.
Some great barbecue.
And it's got, it's a coffee shop, but it's a folk music coffee shop. People bring their guitars, their banjos, their fiddles, and we do about 10 minutes of comedy, 10 minutes where I give a political rant, and then 10 minutes of the music. And
you doing stand-up. That's all it is. You put a whole band in there so you can do stand-up.
No, it's my buddy. I mean, one end, but we had it up there. But the three of us sitting around, and we're joking about what happened in the week. For example, I'll talk about what we did here today.
Oh, you will? We'll make your podcast. Nice. Hey, can you turn me on to folk music? I never got into it.
See, there it is. There it is. See, that's what it looks like.
Oh, yeah, that's a big screen.
Jerry,
there we go.
Jerry, turn me on to folk music. I never got into that genre.
When I was just finished being a teenager, I guess, so... Yeah, still late teens, et cetera.
So 3 years
in the early 60s, and late 50s and early 60s, music was folk music because politics was our life. It was the Vietnam War and the Civil Rights movement. So it wasn't, I'm not interested in it. Everyone was being drafted.
Right.
Everyone was there. So the musicians of the time, Bob Dylan, Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Dylan, of course.
It was all political music. So it's a totally different generation. Yeah. Now, if you're not interested in politics, you don't pay attention. You had no choice.
Yeah.
And so that
and it came out of the West Village, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All the
West Village was hot scene.
Oh, Joan Baez.
It was the Cafe Wa. It was, all those.
Washington Square Park.
The bottom
was
line.
Hot.
They still got pictures and videos. I've seen a bunch of videos of Bob Dylan performing at the Wa.
Look at that. You see that picture on the left?
Who's that? You?
That's me.
Yes.
That's not you.
Yes.
And
here it is.
What the hell?
79.
Some crazy teeth.
A crop of a 79 picture of Jerry at the pool, all pumped up. And show the full pic. Yeah, children must not look.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
No,
We're going to see Jerry Springer's.
Here we go.
It's 88% saying yes. No. I'm joking around. I'm making like a muscle. We're on a family vacation.
What's down below, Jerry?
I know what making a muscle means.
What are we going to see? What are we going to see? And
when Anthony Weiner, I'll tell you that.
When's the big...
Let Vincent D'Onofrio decide that.
When's the big reveal?
Oh, nice.
When's the voting over? You got to vote if you want to see this Jerry Springer picture from 1979.
I think
vote right now.
Yeah, okay.
It's not worth it. It's like a punch. The punchline isn't worth it.
How old were you in that picture?
Well, it was 79, so I was 20. I was 30.
38 years ago.
35 years ago. I was 35.
Nice.
I'm 70. Well, I'll be 73 next week.
Look at you.
Next week, go and get a fucking cake, Carl.
Fuck. All right, I'll be back.
No. You like me this, you don't give me a cake.
You like
You're getting a cake. What kind of cake you want, Jerry?
You want a Cookie Plus?
I don't want a cake.
You like ice cream cake? What do you got?
That's what he likes.
A little red velvet?
Ice cream cake. We're going to get a little cake. I'm going to
go get a fucking cake.
Go get a damn cake. When a man is his birthday, it's Jerry Springer. Show some respect.
Carl's running to get you a cake.
You don't need it.
It's your birthday next week.
Birthday.
All right.
Are we animals?
Are we animals? Yeah.
And then we'll do some cake fart porn.
So if your birthday's next week, what are you, Aquarius?
73, Aquarius.
Yeah, looking for love in all the wrong places, huh, Jer?
Yeah.
Jerry, what's your secret? You look great.
Oh, unbelievable the way I look.
For real,
you look the same.
I don't know. I don't exercise.
Well, you eat properly?
That's not true. Back in 87, I did a knee bend.
Who was she?
Do you eat properly? Where are you at with food?
Actually, I don't.
Just
it's
good
genetics.
You eat red meat, too. You eat a lot of red meat?
Yeah, not a lot, but I do eat
like a steak?
Cheeseburgers, I love, yeah. I love cheeseburgers, and I had one for lunch.
And you look healthy.
I had a cheeseburger at the Ritz.
All right, Eric.
It's a good burger.
Eric finds this conversation boring. He just told me we have to break.
No, I don't find it boring. He's 73. Listen, we hopefully will be 73 someday.
That'd be nice.
If we're blessed.
That'd be nice.
I want to know that I can still eat cheeseburgers and
73? Yeah. You're black. You can't eat cheeseburgers at 73.
Wow, I got to steal them? What are you talking?
I mean, it seems like you guys die a little younger. What happened?
Why are you laughing if it's horrible?
Yeah, you laughed at that, Jerry.
I love horrible.
You do. All right, so the podcast, go to jerryspringer.com. That's one way to get it.
Yeah, I think you might like it. It's fun, actually.
I'm going to check it out again. Is she giving us the thumbs up today or the thumbs down?
Steve Wilco? No.
Her.
Oh, she's loving what you do.
And who is she?
Oh, this is Jenna. I'm sorry.
I introduced myself to her already.
We've met over the years, but what does she do for you?
She's my assistant.
She does everything.
What's up, Jenna?
She keeping them alive. Is assistant / nurse.
Yeah.
She changes out his
blood.
My wife does that. All right, listen. And Carl would get a plug right now, but he ran out to get a cake for Jerry's birthday.
Roland's Food Court on demand, seriously.
And Jerry insisted on the birthday cake.
Now I feel bad. It's really...
He muscled him.
It's really 2 weeks from now. I just realized.
Is it really?
Yeah, well, maybe it's February 13th.
My mother's is February 14th.
Are you serious?
I swear.
You're my son.
Yes, finally. Inheritance, allowance, anything.
Jerry,
just give me a room with a TV.
Have Mom call me.
All right, I will.
Jerry, your birthday's a month away.
I know.
We're not even close to your birthday.
I just realized that. So you guys have the cake. I was hungry.
He's a fanboy.
We can't tell him that.
He's at Carvel right now.
When he comes back, it's next week.
All right, next week.
I just realized I'm really close to but the reason it's on my mind is because we just got tickets to what we're going to do on the birthday.
What's the name of that Carvel?
What are you doing on your birthday?
Eric, what's the name of that cake?
We're going to see Bronx Tale.
The Well one?
I'm going to Bronx Tale.
Fudgy the Well.
Fudgy.
Let's not put it on the air.
I want a Fudgy the Well cake for Jerry.
Chaz is a good friend of mine. Personal email and everything.
Oh, wow. Chaz, yeah.
He's going to see the Bronx Tale for his birthday.
Go to the restaurants then. You got to go to Chaz Parmentieri's restaurant on 2nd Avenue, 48th Street.
Jerry,
what are we doing?
Down. It's one of
he would love for you to go there.
Are you serious?
Here,
yes.
It's one of the top restaurants in New York City.
Yes.
Say it again.
Chaz Parmentieri restaurant on 2nd Avenue.
I'm going to call Chaz.
Like
and tell
40,
him
it's right around 48th.
How late are they open? Like
they
after
open late,
the show?
After the show, they got into the theater hours, so they know everybody comes to the theater and go there, so they'll set it up. Tell Chaz.
Jerry. I'm going to tell Chaz personally.
He's going to take care of your table.
Listen to this. Listen.
You good.
Chaz goes to the Bronx Tale even though he's not in it.
Right.
He hangs out there, then goes to his restaurant knowing a lot of people go to the restaurant after the show.
Yes.
Huh?
Okay.
Beautiful
the
place.
date we're going is...
You got that?
Yes.
He told you to steal third.
I don't want.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I know. You're a big star. You don't want people to bump you when you're eating
look at the commercial there.
Crazy.
Look how beautiful this place looks.
Oh, great.
This place is unreal.
It's perfect for you, Jerry.
This is perfect. We're going,
All right.
Look at me bringing people together.
Jenna's got it.
For the project.
Jenna's on it.
I think Jerry called it an airstrike. I don't know what he was doing.
He got power, I'll tell you that.
He does.
I can't wait to see that picture.
All right, we're finally going to break. We're going to continue with Jerry Springer,
really
Sherrod
pathetic.
Small, and the Mad Cuban who ran out of here to get a birthday cake for Jerry, even though his birthday's a month away.
No, don't tell him. That's horrible.
Your secret is safe with me.
Yeah.
Opie Radio is back.
Can I talk about your grandkid, or is that, that part of it?
Yeah.
Well, I find it fascinating. Is it okay?
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, just in general. They're not going to give away any information. Yeah, go ahead.
Jerry Springer has a grandkid who's in second grade, and he's 4'10", right? Mm. And he's very good at sports already.
He's very athletic, great in basketball and in ice hockey. And he's just such a great kid, and he loves sports, and so he was, with us all over the holidays.
Right.
And, every morning, can we go out and we have put up a basket in the driveway.
Yeah.
And that's what we're playing. I'm exhausted.
Of course you are. You can't keep up with that.
Yeah. And we play games, and he beats me. Now, I'm not guarding him like that, but so I let him shoot.
Right.
But with him shooting, it's unbelievable. it's a touch. You're born with it. It's not anything you can teach someone like that.
How's your cardio? You can keep up.
I have a car.
Do you worry running around with a second grader?
Yeah, but that's probably my only exercise.
Right. All right. So you're getting the blood pumping.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Oh, we're still getting the birthday cake. Paul, what's going on with the birthday cake?
Well, now I feel like I have to confess.
Well, you're a liar.
I exaggerated. I mean, thank God I didn't tweet it.
You basically
but it's not next week. It's 4 weeks.
You basically said your birthday's next week. So Carl ran out to get a birthday cake, and now we're learning that it's well over a month away.
It's not well over a month.
He's already passed this year.
It's exactly 4. It's 4 weeks from.
I think it's more like 5 weeks.
No, it's the 13th, and today's the 11th, so it's
that's a little.
It's less than 5 weeks.
Oh, happy birthday!
Birth month.
We got an update on the cake. Yes, Erock.
How's the cake doing?
Lewis saw them. Tell him.
They just passed me in the subway
running
area,
to get a cake.
Running to get the cake.
See, Jerry, you don't understand what you started.
Now, what if he gets hurt in an auto accident? He gets hurt
He's on
crossing
a
the
subway.
street. Yeah. He's carrying a cake on the subway?
No, he's down in the concourse there.
I would love for him to get hit by like a city bus or something when he comes upstairs.
This is horrible.
But you don't understand what you started.
I know.
Carl's not just a regular like restaurant owner. He's a major foodie. If he's getting a birthday cake for you, he's getting a real nice birthday cake for a birthday that's not even close to.
Not even near here.
No, wait. Let me check the birth.
4 people in this room got birthdays before yours.
Let me check the birth certificate. Might have been January 13th.
Him and Roland are in cahoots together and trying to figure out where to go for this birthday cake.
Oh, because they got to go to the perfect place.
Right.
He can't bring anything in
We
here.
tell him to the birthday.
They don't.
He knows.
What?
He knows every food, every.
No. My birthday. My birthday is 2 days from now.
Oh yeah, we'll just keep it that.
Yeah,
like that.
It's 2 days. What?
Your secret's good.
Who's going to tell me I'm wrong?
Yeah, we can't argue with you.
No, I don't have my birth certificate with me.
No. So yeah, your birthday's in 2 days.
And I wasn't born here, so the birth certificate wouldn't be from here.
I'm not going to tell Erock to go find the audio where you admitted your birthday's February 13th.
No,
that'd be really dirty. That'd be dirty.
No.
Hopefully they don't have Google either.
Well, let him take it home and eat it.
Jerry,
it's too late.
I can't put the cake on my plane.
you're going to get a nice cake.
Cake. What do I want? Cake crumbs on my plane? That's horrible.
Where did you fly into? What, Teterboro when you come here?
No, White Plains.
Yeah, that's a nice small one.
Oh, this was great. This is true.
Jerry, you smell the pot, by the way? Are you a pot guy?
He used to be.
You must have been a pot guy.
You can lie to your parents. You can't lie to me, man.
You smell the pot coming off this guy?
He can't smell it because I blended it with my blackness.
Oh, I smell it.
I smell black.
Oh, my God.
Is it Kwanzaa already?
He said he blended it.
No, I didn't say that. Cut mine out.
Cut mine out.
Put that audio out.
Jerry, end of a career.
He gave you a pass, Jerry. You're good. You're good.
No, the thing is, and it ruins the image, but I have never, ever smoked pot.
In your life?
In my life.
Oh, what we doing today, motherfucker? We doing it today.
That doesn't make sense. Lock
the door.
No.
He's going to explain. It doesn't make sense, though, Sherrod.
Not 0 cents.
Zero.
Against
the war.
You was a nerdy old, like, I'm
liberal.
calculations
yes,
are correct.
but here's
Cincinnati.
the reason. There's the reason.
Did you ever protest anything in your life?
I was part of the civil rights movement.
Oh, my God. What are you burning?
But here's what happened.
Okay.
I graduated college in June of 65.
That's a good weed time.
College.
All right.
No. Johnson sent us into Vietnam in October of 65. So while I was in college, no one was doing weed. Seriously. It was beer.
Yeah, they must not have been doing weed because nobody says doing weed. Right?
Okay.
Jerry's a square.
Yeah.
Doing weed.
Now.
Is that a documentary?
Yeah.
Doing weed. Coming to Netflix.
Okay, whatever.
All right. Sorry.
So now it's October. Now there's the call up. Now it starts. But in the fall of 65, I'm now in law school.
Okay.
And in law school at Northwestern, they said, you were told, if you smoke marijuana, you will not be admitted to the bar. And everyone was scared to death about that. They were very strict about it. So now I'm in law school. I get out of law school.
Okay.
And first I go to work for Bobby Kennedy, but then I go into politics. I'm running for mayor of Cincinnati. I can't have anyone taking a picture.
Right.
So, all right. Now I'm in politics for 10 years.
Damn.
And by then, I've got a kid or whatever. And now there always was a reason why I really couldn't do it. And now I just decided, you know what?
Perfect time to start, Jer.
Yeah, that was like a flashback.
Your 73rd birthday. Jenna.
I'm not 73 yet. It's not until next month.
Oh, you said it again next month.
At least he's not a liar. You see that?
You said Carl on a subway.
No, I didn't know he's going on a subway.
Right, New York
going to
City.
the next room. You guys got cakes. Every day you got someone at this building that has a birthday. Why don't you have the cakes here?
You see how he ran out of here?
He ran.
It's awful.
Carl's on the 6 train right now getting jumped by Dominicans because you had to have a cake.
Carl!
Yes! Yes!
Oh, Carl, I got some things to tell you, sir.
What's up?
What are you doing?
He got you a beautiful cake.
Oh, Jerry's
Put your
breaking out his
wallet away.
wallet.
No.
Put your wallet away. What are you doing?
It was 48.
Here you go. I thought it was 100. Hey, here's $100. No, I gotta confess.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
You gotta confess.
Sit down.
You tell him. No.
It's okay. I don't have plane money, but I'm good.
Well, let's start with this, Jerry.
Buy me a
Jerry,
cake.
let me
That's ridiculous.
Stop it, Jerry.
Let's
So
start
the
with
lady
this.
wasn't there that decorates the cakes. You know I'm a Food Network
Well, then
champion.
take it
He's
back.
a Food
No, I
Network
did it
champion.
myself.
Get on the mic. Wait, you decorate your own cake?
The lady
Jerry.
wasn't there. It's after hours.
Where'd you go?
Ben and Jerry's, all the way in NBC.
Holy! You got him a Ben and Jerry's cake?
Fucking the best of the best.
Yes.
I told you, Jerry, he was going to go get the best
Here we
cake.
go. Here we go.
Crazy.
World Food Court, we give him a David Burke.
Oh my gosh, that's a real knife.
It's a beautiful knife.
This is for when you go to Chicago.
Yeah. Or you go to Brentwood, California.
We don't permit knives on my plane. My plane. Maybe you permit them on your plane. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have one.
Jerry, it's not just a knife. You didn't even hear who it's
This
from.
is, yes,
From David Burke.
Oh my God.
David Burke.
David Burke, the real
Personally.
Yeah,
Personally from David Burke.
This is a David Burke knife.
Yes.
Really?
Bro, the budget on this radio show's through the fucking roof.
Hey, let me tell you something.
I'm running out of
Now,
money.
you're not violent. Wait, make sure the knife's on near him.
And get the cake on
There's
the
something I have to
tape.
tell you.
I decorated it myself.
I
Right.
bet you did.
I'm a Food Network star.
Okay, how?
Look
yes.
at this guy.
How?
I gotta
Let's
see
see.
it. I gotta see. Oh!
Let me see,
Get
Carl.
that. Come on, everybody shoot that with the
Jerry and
phones.
Carl, look at this.
Get that with the phones, guys. Oh, it's
Wait a minute.
beautiful.
What do you do?
It's gorgeous.
Jerry,
Carl, show it to her.
Jerry and Carl.
Jerry and Carl.
a gay couple. And you know what's neat about
Trump's
this?
Celebrating their union.
No, because this show is going to air on my birthday, February 13th.
Oh,
so
we
it's
got
good that
something to tell you, Carl.
His birthday's not
Sit
till
down.
February 13th.
Sit down, Carl. Sit down.
Fucking
Sit down. Sit down.
You're angry.
No,
I told to be bullshitting me. I ran away. That's how you got that plane money, by being a fucking liar. Okay, let the fucking spit. Don't get the cake. It's not even your birthday.
Yeah. No, here's what happened.
Fucking, I'm like little Fantasy Island guy running all over the city.
Tattoo. The
Fucking tattoo.
It's over a month away.
I want to punch this cake.
I casually said it's next week, but
Just sit down, Jay. Just sit down, Jay.
It's not next week.
Lionel was right about you.
It was like next month.
Oh my God.
But
You know
I
what,
feel
though?
horrible. And I said, stop.
I feel like I'm watching a real life
I said stop it.
King
and
of
they
Comedy
just let
right
me
now.
go. They said that this was...
This hat's from my restaurant.
You let me pay for the cake. If you put it in a bank, it draws interest. By the time it is my birthday, you'll let me make
now
the
that
money.
it's a month away, I'm going to throw you my PayPal real quick.
Now you take the 100.
Take the 100. You're out of breath. You ran. You're such a good guy.
What a
you needn't
sweetheart.
have done that.
What kind of
It's
Ben
not
and Jerry's
till
cake?
February.
I was in a rush. I thought it was his birthday.
Oh, I just thought, it's my birthday too. Can you go get me a cake?
Run,
How
monkey.
can you do
Run,
that?
you little monkey.
This is now I feel horrible.
Nah, you'll
dare
You're the
you.
best.
I have video of Carl.
You are
the
such
woman wasn't there. Carl goes, "Give me the bag. It's for Jerry. I'll decorate it myself."
You got video of that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
You want to see the
you send it
video?
to-
Look at me do what I'm doing
You
here, Jay.
decorated this?
Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
Food
that's
Network
very
star.
original.
You can tell he decorated
Jerry
because
and Carl. How'd you come up with that idea?
Carl misspelled his own name. That's how I know it.
Yeah.
It's not a cake.
We're like
it's not a
Tango
business.
and Cash.
Wow.
That's great.
You're a nice
That's
guy.
gonna be good.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Kiss
That
on
was
the
very
mouth.
nice.
Kiss on the
I'll
mouth.
fucking do it. My mom would love it.
No, golden shower.
Cut the cake up, Rowan.
It's right here in the dossier.
Did you read the whole dossier finally?
I read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Trump did it.
Of course he did.
Yeah, definitely.
But so have I. I've done it, but I ain't run for office.
I'll get you guys talk amongst yourselves.
What's in the middle of this thing?
Let's find out.
Let's cut it open.
Oh, you don't even know.
Brownie, cookie dough, and something else.
Oh,
Brownie,
God.
cookie
Oh, my
dough,
God.
and
I'm off
something
sugar, Jerry.
You on sugar today?
I'm off sugar. It's been 11 days.
Well, that's the
wow.
record. Then your record is 11 days off because you're eating some of this.
I don't
Oh,
want to
this looks like
start
a really
over.
fresh cake. You
It's
can't
an
even get through
ice
it.
cream cake,
Oh,
Jerry.
ice cream cake.
You asked for ice cream cake. Remember, Jerry?
You specifically asked for ice cream.
Me and Jerry, actually.
I thought it was next week. It's
What's your cord, you animal?
But it's almost next week.
It's a month away. It's
5
weeks away.
month.
The way Carl is cutting his cake is like a scene from American Me. He's just jigging.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
What a good guy.
It's Trump's America. Trump's America.
People are so nice. I'm embarrassed.
Here's your brand new knife that we got you. No?
Plus a new knife.
Yes.
It tastes pretty good.
Give that to Jenna. I don't trust
you
you
want
with
me
the
to
new
cut
knife.
Jenna.
Take the new knife,
Don't
Jenna.
trust me with a knife.
Yeah,
Get
don't.
on a plane with a
For the
knife.
love of God, don't give him that big knife. Jerry cut himself open right in front of us.
Are you flying anywhere near Miami? Can you give me a quick little jump there?
Oh,
I want to be
go
on
to hell. What you ever do?
plane.
Jerry's plane.
Can we broadcast from your plane, Jer?
Let's do it.
Over America? Come on, Jer.
Over America. Jerry over America.
Jerry Force One.
Bring us down to Cincinnati. We'll do my show from Cincinnati, then we'll hang out and watch
We
the
could do
podcast.
the
We can do all the shows. Erock show. We
Yeah.
have food court. everything.
Yes.
Why don't we do the show from Jerry Tower?
Jerry Tower.
Hey,
If you got a tower, I'm gonna kill you. If I see a big J on a fucking skyscraper when we go to Cincinnati, I'm gonna fucking kill Jerry Springer.
Like Biff Tannen from Back to the Future.
Jerry.
That'd be great.
Carl, where do people eat in Cincinnati? That's where we could finally stump you.
Oh.
No, don't help him, Jerry.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot of places. Momo, there's a taco place there. That's really good. I'll remember the name in a second. Cincinnati has some really good food. It's starting.
What are they known for in Cincinnati?
Cincinnati has great hot dogs, believe it or not.
And chili.
Really good chili.
Cincinnati chili I never got into.
What, really?
Yeah, they put
sweet.
they put the sweet in there.
It's very sweet.
Cinnamon, right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I
It's
never
really
got
good.
into it.
It's good.
I guess.
I don't think I had Cincinnati chili with cinnamon in it.
I bet you the food on Jerry's plane is better than anything in Cincinnati.
What do you got over there? I know you got everything from Cat's Deli. He's so Jewish.
The picture of the birthday cake is up on our Twitter account, Opie Show.
But you don't want to land when you're hungry.
We personalized it for you, Jer.
I know.
That's beautiful.
I feel horrible.
So they let you get behind the counter.
Could you make another one when it really is my birthday?
No problem.
Come back for your real birthday.
You ever eat at Jeff Ruby's Precinct? There?
Yeah. Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that nice?
I know Jeff well. Yeah.
What's that all about, Carl?
Good restaurant. Jeff Ruby's
Cincinnati?
really cool dude. Yeah.
I will say the steaks you get at Jeff Ruby's.
Yeah.
Look at it on the screen.
If someone's asking me what's the best steak you've had in this country, I'd have to say Jeff Ruby's.
Really?
I really would.
Chaz Palminteri. I'm setting you
All
up
the
at his
ball
restaurant.
players,
He will go there.
all the ball players, the NFL, Major League Baseball, they come through Cincinnati. They all go. It's partly owned by Chris Collinsworth and Boomer Esiason.
Oh, really?
As well as Jeff Ruby's the guy. that really
He's
owns
the
it.
face.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a sports question for you.
Yes.
Were you down in Cincinnati for the Big Red Machine? And do you know Pete Rose?
Oh, very well.
And
yeah.
were you down there when Al Michaels was the play-by-play man for the Cincinnati Reds? How do I know that? I don't know.
Fine.
Oh.
That's why you're the fucking star.
In 1972, it was Roberto Clemente's last game. It was the fifth game of the playoffs, the Pirates and the Reds in Riverfront Stadium.
Wow.
And in the ninth inning, the Pirates go ahead by 1 run. So the Reds are coming up in the bottom of the ninth. The series is tied 2 games apiece. This is the fifth and deciding game. The Reds are down by 1. Johnny Bench comes up. Home run.
Nice.
To tie it.
Right.
And then, on a wild pitch, a couple of batters later, George Foster and the Reds win the pennant.
Right.
And Al Michaels is calling the game. He calls Johnny Bench's home run, which wasn't exactly "Do you believe in miracles?" but it was, for those of us in Cincinnati, it was just like, oh my gosh. And his calling of that game. So if you get to talk to him again, if you can play that announcement of Johnny Bench.
Let's play it right now.
Play it right now.
Are you
got
serious?
the internet.
You guys
Pull it up.
Johnny Bench hitting a home run in the ninth inning of the and it turns out to be Roberto Clemente's last game because he was sadly killed on New Year's Eve in a plane crash.
Back to Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, to give aid there.
Yeah, he was trying to do a nice thing.
There it is.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that Al Michaels did play-by-play for the Cincinnati Reds before he hit the big time.
I had no idea where he came from.
He was down there he was down there a few years, right, John?
Yes, yeah. Oh, he's just a phenomenal announcer.
He was great when he came in here. He was awesome. Wow, we're trying to find the actual clip.
Yeah.
Did you hang out with
Chris
Pete Rose?
Collinsworth is cool, fairly, quite a bit. I mean, because we're all the same age. So it was Johnny Bench, Pete Rose, and Pete. I think if you talk to Pete,
he was in here.
Nice things about
you think he should be allowed in the hall?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, across the board.
Yeah, that's one of the best baseball players on the planet.
You know the stuff half these guys were doing.
It's because of Pete Rozelle, that old beef.
Greenies,
the Rozelle.
Do you have it? Oh yeah,
71.
Yeah, that's about right.
It was 72. 72.
Oh, 72.
Yeah, it was October of 1972.
Wow.
Home run. Now we're trying to find it.
Reds Pirates.
Oh, why are you making us do this, Jar?
I didn't tell you.
The Reds had a crew, too. The Reds had a crew back then.
Big Red Machine.
Yeah.
You had Johnny Bench. You had
the big
Morgan.
Years.
You had George Foster.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember some.
You had Tony Perez at first.
Perez, of course.
Joe Morgan at second. Dave Concepcion at short. Pete Rose at third. You had George Foster in left. You had Cesar Geronimo. Here it comes.
All right, here we go.
That's it.
On.
1 and 2. The line. And a bench to bench. Change hit in the air to deep.
Wow, opposite pitch.
It was unbelievable.
The 1-1 pitch to McRae. In the dirt, it's a wild pitch. Here comes Foster. The Reds win the pennant. Bob Moose throws a wild pitch.
Did I call it correctly?
You did. Look at them. They were in ape shit.
Wow. All right.
Of course, the greatest ever was Bobby Thompson's home run. The Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant.
Now you're dating yourself.
He said he was in law school when that happened.
Yeah, that's black and white stuff. I don't know. Jerry, while you were down on the street, while Carl was getting the cake,
I'm exhausted.
Gave me a nice compliment, and then he was talking about the time that we kept him on Dancing with the Stars, me and Anthony. You ever hear this story? You ever hear this story? And he swears that it worked.
It did.
I mean, we played it up for the radio, but then Jerry came in here once and he begged us. He's like, my knees hurt, my hips. Stop. You got to
all
stop.
the listeners to call in. And I couldn't dance at all. But every week I would get voted to stay on.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
Everything hurt. My hair hurt.
Because they really danced on that fucking show.
It was unbelievable. And everyone was 30 years younger than me. I mean, it was absurd, the whole notion of it. But there I am.
And we would take a phone call from Jerry Springer. I think it was a phone call. That finally came in and he's just begging us. He's like, this has been fun, but stop. I can't do this anymore.
She's hot, Jer, huh?
You mean with the mirror ball, Jer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We would check in with
I came in fourth,
week.
I think, that year.
Did you really?
Yeah. Here's Erock.
It was the year that Emmett Smith won.
Yeah, let me hear Erock for a sec. Go ahead,
We would check in with him every week.
Yeah.
And after the first week, he was saying he was tired of it. He wanted to stop dancing and to stop promoting him. He appreciated it.
That's it.
So we did a big push up until the next week. And then the night of the elimination, when Jerry wasn't voted off, we'd call him again the next morning. And Jerry, again, being very polite, would please ask us to stop voting for him. And this went on for weeks.
Pathetic. This was pathetic.
Yes!
This was the
you had no business.
You
had no business being up there anymore.
No. My daughter.
We made you do it.
I'll explain it.
Show. Holy shit, you dressed like a mariachi band.
You are not acting like you have a plane right there.
No. I can explain that dance.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll wait till it's finished.
Look at that fucking... what are you doing?
No, I'll tell you what happened.
You look like my grandmother's living room with that fucking suit on, Jer.
Well, that I just happened to wear there that day. They said,
Look
keep
at
it on.
you hit her. Looks like my old grandma's couch.
My grandmother put plastic over that fucking thing.
You look like a Mexican Boba Fett.
Why are they still running it? Stop
Oh my
it.
God. It's like watching.
No.
Oh, this is like a plane crash.
No, it is. It is.
Holy shit.
No survivors.
It looks like you got to
But
go to
you
the
moving?
bathroom,
What are you
Jerry.
doing?
No, why do they keep
Are you on
playing
fire?
He's constipated.
I'll explain what happened.
Too many Lipitors right
Why don't they stop it? I'm down.
Oh, he dead at
Down.
Look at that.
He's over.
Oh, I can see all your. I
And
can
she
see your.
threw it over me.
See your unicycle through those.
I heard there's ice cream cake in here. Is that true?
Denny,
Look at Opie's face. Did you see Opie's
Dennis
face?
Falcone. He smells free food.
Hands right here.
How'd you smell a frozen cake?
Oh, he's good. He's that damn good.
Fucking blood.
All right, let Jerry explain this because we're running out of show.
I thought you had great energy in that.
Yeah,
Well,
Jerry.
here's what happened. This was the Paso Doble. You
Well,
didn't see it in the video, but the scene starts out. I'm holding a guitar,
Right.
and the music starts,
Right.
and I'm supposed to take the guitar, and up in front there are steps, and take the guitar
Smash it?
and smash it. And it was fixed so that it would smash the first time,
Right.
and then I'd go on to the dance.
Right.
Oh my
Watch what happened.
Jerry.
The problem is, I had the guitar the wrong way, so it didn't break.
Oh.
Instead of carrying on,
The guitar's fine.
Jerry.
now,
break the guitar.
so
I would never get a cake for this, Jerry.
So wait a second. So
If I would have saw this before the cake, you're fucked.
because I couldn't break the guitar,
Yeah.
the music's going on.
Yeah, right.
Well, once you miss a step,
Then you're off
you
the
can't
whole-
tell the orchestra to stop.
Right.
So I didn't know where we were in the dance. So I was making all that up. Poor Kim is looking at me like, "What are you doing?" So this is in front of the whole country.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
So you just winged it. That
Like
whole
the
thing.
whole thing, I made it up with
wow.
Then that's damn good. Then that's damn good if you just made all that shit up.
So my daughter, Katie, calls after the show, when we're done. I go back
And
to
she
the
said,
kitchen.
"You're not my father."
She says, "Dad, we're coming to bring you home." My own daughter.
Where's this from that you got on the screen? Oh, it's from an article. We made articles and everything with this. Jerry lasted until the 6th elimination, thanks largely to an on-air campaign by the Opie and Anthony radio show that implored listeners to repeatedly vote for him and his partner, Kim Johnson.
That is great.
See, if you thought we were lying, there you go.
He made it. It was the
There
4
you
people
go.
left. He made it up to 4 people.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was unbelievable.
They voted off younger, better dancers. Beat it.
Everybody was better.
They must have hated you.
I think only Tucker Carlson. Oh, this was the best dance. This actually was nice. This is the walk.
Oh, is that our music?
Let's see the walk off. I want to see the hug.
Here comes the hug. This is it. That's worth the whole show.
This is worth
I
the
walk
whole
over
show.
to Katie.
Oh, this is nice.
Jerry. We got to do this quick. We're ending, but I'm starting up the Facebook Live for the post show. We'll stick around for a couple more minutes as we wrap up.
All right.
Jerry, this was an absolute pleasure.
This is great. Thank you for the cake.
Thank you, Jerry.
That
No
was
problem.
really
Happy
very nice
birthday
of you.
next year, whenever it is.
And we stayed off the politics except for the first hour.
I know.
Just
that
to
was
keep the
good.
audience. I didn't want to lose half the audience for
Yeah.
the other 2 hours.
That's right. Fuck all that politics.
JerrySpringer.com for the podcast. 26 years doing the TV show.
Wow.
What else, Jerry?
That's it.
That's good? All right. I'm being told to hurry. Sherrod, go.
This Friday, Sag Harbor, Bay Street Theater, and then the 28th, and Laugh It Up in Poughkeepsie. Get your ticket.
Yeah, go see Sherrod, you.
Yeah, I got free gifts for people.
Oh, my God.
All right, Carl, what do you got? Real fast.
Roland's Food Court, Erock Show.
On SiriusXM On Demand.
SiriusXM On Demand.
Tastes so good.
Come to my restaurants, Marie's Italian Specialties, Marie's Chicken Joint, and Pop's Diner.
All right.
In New Jersey.
Once again, Jerry Springer. Jerry.
You all come back now, you hear?
Opie Radio is now over for now.
Over. Roger.